ideas, raw talk, and just a little tiny bit of chaos rule the airwaves. But behind every great show, there is always a mastermind. Ours? Lex. The producer, the strategist. I mean, sure, he doesn't want to take over the world. Or does he? Politics, religion, cars, Brazilian jiu-jitsu, or even what's on your breakfast plate this morning. So if you're ready for unfiltered perspective, unexpected twists, and maybe a conspiracy or two, and that's just Lex.
No!
Join me every Saturday morning at 8 a.m. on Sauga960 AM. It's the Greg Carrasco Show. Something is always happening here on Newstalk Sauga960 AM.
The clock is winding. There's 9:05 are making their push for the playoffs. This is Chris McKee bringing you every crucial play, expert analysis, and exclusive access as Raptors 905 fight for a championship run.
Doesn't go, and oh my gosh!
Every steal, every clutch three, every game-changing moment. Catch it all right here on Sauga960 AM.
That was an off-the-rebound crash.
Tune in live or visit Sauga960am.ca for the full season broadcast schedule as the road to the playoff heats up. Only on Sauga960am.ca.
Stream us live at Sauga960am.ca.
The following is a special presentation of Sauga960 Sports. Welcome to Brampton Steelheads hockey on the road on Sauga960. It's Steelheads hockey.
Welcome inside the Board Longyear Memorial Gardens here in North Bay. This is Brampton Steelheads hockey. Right here in your home of the Steelheads, home and away, Sauga960 AM. My name is Mike Karafilidis. Tonight, it's the first of three up north as the Brampton Steelheads and North Bay Battalion will battle for the fifth time this season. These two teams will battle one more time in Brampton after tonight. The season series sits at 2 games apiece. The Steelheads sitting in 5th place in the Eastern Conference, 2 points ahead of the Niagara Ice Dogs after an impressive 8-1 win over the Sudbury Wolves. And it was a good, really good outing for the Steelheads. It was 2 hat tricks, one for Angus McDonnell and one for Carson Rakoff, as well as Jack Ivankovic, who played absolutely phenomenal in that game against the Sudbury Wolves. And he'll get the start here tonight. The Battalion sitting in 8th place in the Eastern Conference with the win over the Sault Ste. Marie Greyhounds. And as this is always a battle between these two teams. As I said, it's the first of 3 up north for the Steelheads. Tonight they'll battle the North Bay Battalion. Tomorrow in Sault Ste. Marie to take on the Greyhounds. And then on Sunday, they will finish off the road trip against the Sudbury Wolves. All right, so let's get to our pregame chat. And right after the pregame chat, we'll get to our starting lineups and goaltenders for tonight's OHL action. And here is JR, General Manager and Head Coach of your Brampton Steelheads, James Richmond, and here is what he had to say. Here we are with our pregame chat. JR coming off a nice 8-1 win over the Sudbury Wolves. What did you like in that game?
I liked the compete the whole game long. We stuck with it. We stuck to the game plan. We still have some work to do with some odd man rushes, but Jack was phenomenal in net for us, so he bailed us out on a few of those. But I really did like the structure for most of the game.
All right, 2 hat tricks, of course. One from Angus McDonnell, one from Carson Rakoff. You got to like the way that those guys are really coming together.
Yeah, they've been doing it all year, right? I mean, Carson been doing it all year, and Goose, unfortunately was injured for a long time there, but he's really picked it up here and at the right time of the year.
All right, so going into tonight against this North Bay team, a real hard-working team last time out. It was pretty much a goaltender show with Jack. Listen, what's the key to tonight?
Yeah, stay with it, right? I mean, every now and then you're going to run into a team that has a really hot goalie. Had a great night that night, and we just got to stay with it. We had possession time against them. We had some good looks, we had some good tries, and we came up short. We got to be better tonight.
All right, so first of a 3-game northern road trip, probably the longest of the year, I guess you could say. So how do you keep the guys focused in these kind of road trips?
Yeah, I mean, the week in practice, we're getting ready for it, and we look forward to it all year. It's 4 days away, and 3 games that we have to win. So we focus on winning these games right now, heading into the playoffs, and I think the guys are ready for it. Like I said, it's a big weekend. It starts here tonight, North Bay, and then we're off to the Soo.
All right, Jared, thanks for doing this, and as always, and good luck.
Thanks for having me.
All right, that was JR, General Manager and Head Coach James Richmond, and he talked about the road trip. You know, he said he had a good week of practice leading up to this one, as last time these two teams met was here in North Bay. The North Bay Battalion came up with the victory, as it was Jack Liston who got the start in goal for the North Bay Battalion, but he is not getting the start here tonight. Starting in goal for the North Bay Battalion is going to be Charlie LaRock. He's played against the Steelheads already once this season. He gave up 7 goals. His goals against is 7 against the Trout, with a 7.00 goals against average, as I said, and a .806 save percentage. For the Brampton Steelheads is going to be Jack Ivankovic getting the start here tonight. And coming into tonight, Jack Ivankovic with 19 wins, 10 losses, 4 overtime losses, 2 shutouts, a 3.29 goals against average, and a .899 save percentage. Now, as for your starting lineups, we'll start off with your Brampton Steelheads, but before I get to that, one piece that is back in the lineup tonight, it's Lucas Carmiris, who will be back in the lineup for the Brampton Steelheads after a lower body injury earlier, and he was out for about a couple weeks, 2-3 weeks, so it's good to see Lucas Carmiris back. All right, so on the left wing, it's going to be Angus McDonnell. A little bit of change to the lines tonight. Centering is going to be Luke Misa on the right wing, Porter Martone on the back end, Connor Smith, the big rig, and Jakob Bibiger. As I said, starting in goal, Jack Ivankovic. For the North Bay Battalion, Andrew LeBlanc on the left wing, Ethan Procession starts at center, Jacob Tarian on the right wing, on defense, Bronson Ride and Jacob LeBlanc. Yes, Andrew LeBlanc and Jacob LeBlanc are twins, and as I said, Charlie LeBlanc will get the start here tonight for the North Bay Battalion. All right, we'll step aside, and when we come back, it's Puck Drop. Live from the Bort Long Year Memorial Gardens here in North Bay, as this is your home for Steelheads hockey. Sauga 960 AM.
Attention Steelheads fans, it's time to complete this set. On March 11th, you will have the opportunity to score a 2025 NHL Draft Prospect Porter Martone themed mini stick. The first 1,000 people who enter the building will take one home. Make sure to stick around after the game to get your stick autographed. For more information, contact the Steelheads representative at info@BramptonSteelheads.com or call 905-502-7788 to get your tickets today and be a part of the first 1,000.
For years, I had a mission, a purpose, a reason to being in front of the mic every weekday morning from 7 to 9 a.m. on the Mark Petroni Show. And that was to be outraged by everything Justin Trudeau did. But now he's leaving. While I can't take all the credit, I have to ask myself, what now? Do I take up knitting? Do I start a baking show? Maybe I just stare out the window and reflect on all the good times, the scandals, the hypocrisy, the endless face palms, the memories. But enough nostalgia. There's still work to be done. The Mark Petroni Show isn't going anywhere, and neither is my fight for freedom, common sense, and yes, a little political mischief. Start your mornings with me on the Mark Petroni Show, weekdays from 7 to 9 a.m. Trudeau may be going, but trust me, there's plenty more to talk about. Only on News Talk, Sauga 960 AM.
There are all kinds of businesses out there. Anna is teaching yoga for pets. Henry is a professional line waiter for concert tickets. And Juan, he's a consultant for naming babies. But if you run a real business in the GTA, Sauga 960 AM is here to make sure it gets noticed. We create targeted ad campaigns that fit your budget and connect you with customers. Email us today at info@sauga960am.ca. info@sauga960am.ca. Sauga 960 AM. Real news, real talk, real results.
The Punjabi Community Health Services PCHS Langar on Wheels is a program aimed at providing food to frail, homebound seniors who are unable to prepare meals for themselves. Each day, we deliver fresh, hot, and nutritious meals that are familiar and comforting to a wide range of ethnicities according to the dietary needs of each person. Since 2016, PCHS has delivered nearly 200,000 meals to an average of 80 seniors per month. Too many seniors are stuck at home and out of sight. They are vulnerable to illness, weakness, and medical complications arising from hunger and poor nutrition. Now, more than ever, we need your help to expand our Longer on Wheels food delivery program. For more information and to donate, please go to our website, pchs.foundation. You can also send us an email at ceo@pchs.foundation. Our aim is a simple one, to ensure that no senior will go without food, ever.
Attention hockey fans, the Brampton Steelheads Flex Pack is back, and it's the perfect way to get the most for your money. With both 6-game packs and 12-game packs, Flex Pack holders can choose which regular season games to attend while getting the lowest ticket prices possible. If you're a hockey fan with a packed schedule, then Flex tickets are the best thing for you. Head to BramptonSteelheads.com or go to Ticketmaster to get your tickets today.
These days at your local Legion, we're marching to the beat of a different drum. On a mission to support veterans, to have fun, and to welcome everyone to our ranks. You don't have to be a veteran to join the Legion. And as a member, you'll join thousands of others serving our veterans, our communities, and our country. Oh yeah, and our Member Perks program will save you thousands on shopping, dining, products, and services across the country. Join us at legion.ca.
Fellow Canadians, there is a lot of talk about tariffs. Yes, prices may go up, but not today, not here, not at Direct Nissan. No commission salespeople, no higher prices, no tariffs. For the month of February, you can get a brand new 2025 Nissan Kicks Play with only $29.95 down for $212 a month plus tax. There is something happening here at directnissan.ca.
Direct! Stream us live at Sauga960am.ca.
Hey, this is Mason Zabeski of the Brampton Steelheads. Catch every Steelheads game home and away only on News Talk Sauga960 AM.
All right, welcome back inside the Board Long Year Memorial Gardens here in North Bay, Ontario. This is Brampton Steelheads hockey right here on your home of the Steelheads, home and away, Sauga960 AM. Tonight, it's the first of 3 on the road up north for the Steelheads as they'll take on the North Bay Battalion. And we're almost ready to go here, and we'll go through our starting lineups once more for the Brampton Steelheads. Starting on the left wing, it's going to be Angus McDonnell at center. Luke Misa on the right wing. Porter Martone back on defense. Connor Smith, the big rig, and Jakob Fibiger and Jack Ivakovic getting the start for the Brampton Steelheads. For the North Bay Battalion on the left wing, Andrew LeBlanc. At center, Ethan Procession. On the right wing, Jacob Therrien. And on defense, Bronson Ride and Jacob LeBlanc. And starting goal, as I said, Charlie Larocque. Big addition for the Steelheads here tonight. Lucas Carmeres, he'll center that second line with Carson Rakoff and Mason Zabeski. And we're underway. Inside the Steelhead zone. And it's going to be LeBlanc trying to center right away. And it comes right to the stick of McDonnell. McDonnell off of his stick, kept in by Procession momentarily, but the Steelheads regain. Porter Martone tries to move in, and he overskates the puck. Jakob Fibiger trying to play it in, goes off of Martone, he moves in over the line. Pass to the slot area. Comes to the left side for Misa. And behind for Martone. Martone looking to center. Off of a couple sticks, ends up in front of the goal, but the North Bay Battalion regain, and out they come with Therrien. Therrien gets by center, and he's going to fire it in. Ivan Kovic in the trapezoid. And he'll tee it up behind the goal here for Jakob Fibiger. Steelheads move out at center. Lucas Carmeres. In for Carson Rakoff. Tees it up, a shot stopped by Larocque. Kept in by Carmeres. Below the goal line. As Rakoff couldn't control the pass, and it's knocked out to center. Finn Harding in his own zone. On for Stevie Leskivar. Off of a skate right to Harding once more. Finn Harding in his own zone. Leskivar once more. Nice pass for Zabeski on the right side. Little tip play. Carmeres looking for Rakoff in front. Couldn't get it to him. That comes Moses. Shamar Moses for the Battalion on that left side. Rink wide pass. Gets on the left side. And a big hit there as getting hit into the boards was Parker Vaughn, guy that was picked up from the Barrie Colts in that big deal. That's Stent Van Stietzel and Romani and company over there. Here's Finn Harding in his own zone. Finn Harding twisting and turning. Rink wide pass. Off of a skate, and it's going to be flipped in there, but intercepted by the Battalion. Back they move in. Drop pass. In on that left side is Amadovsky. He gets hit, and then a shot there from Wellenrider goes wide. Here's Von Richter. Around here in the near side. Kept in by the Battalion once more, but then McGregor Richmond's there. He can't get it by Pazzi. Then he muscles it out to center. Battalion move back in with Wellenrider. Wellenrider looking to center. He does a shot, and that one goes high and wide from Amadovsky. Back the other way in over the line comes Zidlicki. His shot. Blocked away there by LaRocque. Below the goal line. Here's McGregor Richmond with it. Centers in front. Comes all the way back to the point. There's a shot off of a couple skates and wide of the goal from Luke Dragusica. Then another shot gets blocked off of the rebound from Connor Smith. Kept in by the Steelheads. Got some pressure on. Here's Rakoff here on the right side. Back to the point to Smith. Towards the goal. Blocked away by LaRocque. Chopped to the line. Kept in by Smith. His shot, and that one just goes wide. And it ricochets all the way out to center. Rakoff as the Steelheads will make changes. His pass intercepted. Back in over the line. Here they come with Chukarev. And his shot is stopped by Ivan Kovic. And an easy save for him at Canada Corner, and he holds on. 16:51 left to go in this first period of play. Glad you're along with us here on Sauga 960 AM. No score between the North Bay Battalion and the Brampton Steelheads. Face-off's going to be to the right of Jack Ivankovic. On the draw, LeBlanc for the Battalion. Wins it right back to Bride. His shot off of the skate wide. LeBlanc chops it in front. Battalion get it back to the point. Ride once more. Ride, wrist shot, and that's blocked. Comes to the far side for McDonnell. He'll rewind it the other way. Martone can't handle it. Shot towards goal by Ride off of a skate wide. Kept up by Procession. In behind the goal that goes for LeBlanc. LeBlanc here in the near side. Twisting and turning away from Fibiger. Still with it, LeBlanc. He's twisting and turning about 50 times. And then finally, it's the Steelheads regaining and putting it out to center. Ride with it. Up the middle it goes. And over the line, Procession. This pass to LeBlanc. LeBlanc puts it below the goal line. There is Jakob Fibiger. On the wing it goes. Rink wide pass to Harding. Leaves it there for Misa, who moves in. His shot off of a skate wide. Back the other way. Here comes Weigel in transition. Weigel. His pass to the slot area for Terrian. Terrian in behind for Zach Weigel. Back to the point it goes. Closing in a shot. Blocked. Off of the stick there of Kent Greer. He'll play it over here in the near side. And Martone just pokes it out to center. Moses now drops it off for Weigel, who moves back in. Drop pass. Parker Vaughn shot, and it's blocked away by Jack Ivankovic into the left wing corner. Battalion still regain. Weigel. His pass. Intercepted though. Back come the Steelheads. And it's going to be played in there by Zabeski. Back for it is Greer. Zabeski takes him down. There's going to be a penalty coming up here to the Steelheads. Not off to a good start here. The Battalion look like they're got a little jump here tonight as Mason Zabeski took down Greer in behind the goal. So there'll be a penalty here to the Steelheads. And the 15th ranked power play in the North Bay Battalion will go to work against the 18th ranked Brampton Steelheads. Penalty kill. Face-off will be to the left of Ivankovic. Scramble draw, ends up behind the goal. Harding puts it around there for Zidlicki, and a good job to poke that one into the North Bay zone. Here's Jacob LeBlanc now. Sets up in the trapezoid and behind LeBlanc. Pass on the wing. And it's going to be played in there by Procession. Harding's there. Harding shields off his man, and down the ice it goes. Good job by Finn Harding, the Pittsburgh Penguins draft pick. Back come the Battalion in over the line. Moses looking to get it back to the point. And they do to LeBlanc. Swing it over on the right side, closing in, shot there, and that one goes high and wide. Kept in by Terrien. Terrien, he gets it on the boards. Following up there is Parker Von Richter, and down the ice it goes. So scratches for the Steelheads here tonight. Reed Gee is a healthy scratch, along with Troy Patton for the Steelheads. Pretty much the only scratches, as well as Vilmer Ulrichsen. He'll be back before the playoffs, most likely. Puck inside of the Steelhead zone. Still on the power play for another 50 seconds are the Battalion. Back to the point. Parker Vaughn plays that one on the near side. Curling back to the point is Pazzi. On the right side, shot there. It's stopped by Ivan Kovic. Rebound comes to Leskovar, and down the ice it goes. Stevie Leskovar with a good job to clear it down the ice. The Minnesota Wild draft pick. 30 seconds left to go on the power play for North Bay. As here's the chance. Moving in on it all alone is McDonnell. McDonnell across, and a save by LaRock. Off of the stick there of Adam Zidlicki. It was a 2-on-0, and he holds on. Boy, oh boy. It was a turnover right at the blue line. I would have liked to see Angus McDonnell shoot that puck. He had Adam Zidlicki to the right. Pass off to Zidlicki, and a great save by LaRock. LaRock looked like he was kind of anticipating that one. And he slid across to his left. So face-off will be the left here, and 20 seconds left to go in the power play still for the Battalion. One back to Fibber. He skates out to center. And he'll play it back for Connor Smith, and he down the ice it goes. And that went off for the scoreboard, I believe. Yes, it did. Well, tonight's referees are Andrew Wilmotz and Alex Joubert. On the lines, Griffin St. Ange and David Milne for tonight. Face-off will be the left of Ivan Kovic. 12 seconds still left to go on the penalty to Mason Zabeski. Won by the Steelheads. Connor Smith pins it up on the boards. And tries to get it out. He can't. Kept in by the Battalion. A pass in front. Big save by Ivan Kovic and two huge stops. First one off Ryder Carey. And then the follow-up, he makes another huge save. My goodness. Back the other way. In over the lawn. Zabeski out of the box to Karmiris now. Karmiris on the far side. Leaves it there for Rakoff. Rakoff overskates the puck again. Here comes Laird in over the line. Laird, that look offside to me. Puts that one below the goal line for Chukarev. Centers in front. And it's cleared by the Steelheads all the way down the ice. Steelheads got to get their energy going here. He's this young and hungry North Bay Battalion team. Cleared in there by North Bay. Here's Ivan Kovic in the trapezoid. Off for Finn Harding. Leaves it there for Gabe Sherratt. Sherratt, he'll play it in there going after it himself. Below the goal line it goes. Here's Zidlicki. Zidlicki twisting and turning away. Getting away from a check off for Sherratt, who centers. Back to the point it goes. Harding, he'll play below the goal line. Sherratt's there. And he takes his man down in Jonathan Kapergaitis on the far side. Van Volsen keeps it in. Van Volsen below the goal line. Centers in front. Here's a chance. Another shot, and that one goes wide from Sherratt. Oh, he had a wide open cage, and he just missed. Ends up on the far side, Van Volsen. Trying to cycle. Ends up behind the goal here. Manzo for the Battalion. Trying to get it out. He can't. Finn Harding keeps it in. Harding. And then he gives it right to Weigel. Weigel back the other way. Has it knocked off his stick right to Sherratt. Finn Harding follows up, and he'll backhand it in there. Back for it is Bronson Ride now. Off for LeBlanc. Off of the boards to center, and here's Moses now. Moses at the center red, and he'll backhand it in. First one back is Leskovar. Off it goes for McDonnell. Luke Misa. Off for Martone. Martone at the blue line. Leaves it there. Closing in. Dre Gusicka's shot stopped by LaRock. Huge rebound in front. And Martone has it at the right circle. Martone now below the goal line. He gets hit, but Luke Misa takes over. Back to the point to Dre Gusicka. Other side. Leskovar shoots. That one goes wide. Rebound McDonnell. He can't get a shot away. McDonnell on the far side. Martone. Back to the point. Leskovar slaps it on goal. Stopped by LaRock. Martone trying to center, and it's intercepted. Back the other way in transition comes Jacob Terry. In over the line on the left side. Therien skates all the way to the far side. Centers in front. And it's intercepted here by Zabeski. Back they come. Pass on the left side, McDonnell. McDonnell drops it off a shot, and it's wide of the goal there from Dragusica. Luke Dragusica in the lineup, and boy, oh boy, he's doing a great job as he's back in there after a long absence with a lower body injury. Here is Connor Smith in his own zone. Off it goes for Fibberger. He gives it away. It's a breakaway. Oh, and a good job by Connor Smith to break that one up. Otherwise, Pazzi was in alone. Centered in front. Here's a chance and a glove save by Ivan Kovic off of the stick of Amidowski right in the high slot area. We'll step away in our immediate timeout. No score here from North Bay, as this is your home for Steelheads hockey.
Attention Steelheads fans, it's time to complete this set. On March 11th, you will have the opportunity to score a 2025 NHL Draft Prospect Porter Martone themed mini stick. The first 1,000 people who enter the building will take one home. Make sure to stick around after the game to get your stick autographed. For more information, contact the Steelheads representative at info@BramptonSteelheads.com or call 905-502-7788 to get your tickets today and be a part of the first 1,000.
Stream us live at Sauga960am.ca.
Hey, this is Gabe Schra of the Brampton Steelheads. Catch every Steelheads game home and away on News Talk Sauga960 AM.
9:44 left to go here in this first period of play. No score between the Battalion and the Brampton Steelheads. My name is Mike Karafilidis. Pleasure to be on the call with you this evening here from North Bay. As it's cleared into the North Bay zone. Back to the point. Shot stopped by Larocque. Off of the stick there, Von Richter, and he holds on for the faceoff. Right off of the draw. Well, came back to Von Richter. Shot came towards the goal, and Larocque. This looks solid so far. Both goaltenders have looked solid. Makes the stop and he holds on. Face off to the left of Larocque. Carmiris in on the draw with Pazzi. One by Carmiris. Comes to Rakoff. Then he gives it away. Back the other way comes Amidowski. His pass for Pazzi moving in. Pazzi, the left circle, centers in front. Nice job by Martone to come back on the back check to intercept. Back come the Steelheads in transition. Carmiris. His pass off a couple skates. Rakoff again gives it away to Amidowski. He moves in over the line. Amidowski has it knocked away. Another penalty coming up to the Steelheads. And it's going to be a holding call. With 9:01 left to go here in this first period. Second power play of the game coming up for the North Bay Battalion. Trenter Silva is going to get it. For holding. Face off to the left of Jack Ivankovic. Scramble draw. Follow the bouncing puck here. Everybody poking at it, but it's kept in by the Battalion somehow. Comes back to the point and unable to keep it in there. Was Jacob LeBlanc. Up the middle it goes. Moses has it knocked off the stick, comes right to Lescabar, and he'll just play it right to LeBlanc at center. LeBlanc moves in over the line, pass on the left side for brother Andrew. Andrew has it taken away there, and Zidlicki backhands it down the ice. Larocque out of the goal, and he almost gave that one away to the forechecking Sherratt. LeBlanc moves back in, off for Terry, and he's closing right in. Nice job by Sherratt to lift his stick at the last second. Then it's, oh my goodness, Sherratt knocked that one into the Steelheads bench. Otherwise, if the glass was there, he would have had a breakaway. So, 1:14 left to go in the holding penalty to Spencer Silva. 8:15 left to go here in this first period of play. No score here from North Bay. Face off to the left of Ivan Kovic. Won by the Battalion. Parker Vaughn closing in. Shot off of a stick, and it goes off the glass wide. Get there by Amidovsky momentarily, but it goes off of his stick. And it's cleared down the ice, and a good job by Angus McDonnell. Just under a minute left to go in the penalty. To Spencer Sova. Here's Pazzi in his own zone. Pazzi below the goal line. Still with it. Pazzi. Here he comes down. That's center. Trying to bowl his way in there, and he'll just play it in. In the left wing corner, bodies collide, and it comes up for Connor Smith, and down the ice it goes. 30 seconds left to go in the power play for North Bay. Here's Terrian now. Or excuse me, that's Greer. Greer moves in over the line. Greer. Back to the point. Vaughn. Back for Greer once more. Off for Pazzi closing in. His shot and a good block there by Kieran Witkowski. Kept in by the Battalion in the near side. Parker Vaughn. In behind the goal, Amidovsky. Behind for Vaughn, who centers in front. Knocked away by Martone. But it's kept in by Greer. Off for Amidovsky now. Amidovsky squirts away from the check. Pass in front and shot saved by Ivan Kovic. Ends up at center. Here's Amidovsky. Gets a return at the red line. Moves in over the blue. Amidovsky. This pass comes across for Parker Vaughn. Shot blocked away by Ivan Kovic. And it's cleared down the ice by the Steelheads. Penalty is over, and this is going to be icing against Brampton. Well, 6:34 left to go here this first period of play. Glad you're along with us here on Sauga 960 AM. Brampton Steelheads hockey. My name is Mike Karafilidis. Pleasure being on the call with you this evening here from North Bay. Face off to the right of Ivan Kovic on the icing call. Won by Steelheads, but then Leskovar gets hit on the near side. And it's centered in front, right to Rakoff. Rakoff's had a rough period. And he clears it down the ice. Sherratt's going to beat out the icing. Sherratt's there below the goal line. Sherratt, he gets hit in the right wing corner. Following up is Rakoff. Turns, fires. Sticked away by LaRock and into the meshing and out of play. With 6:13 left to go in the first. Coming up at our first intermission, recent episode of Trout Talk. Myself and Brendan Lang had a chance to sit down with Mason Zabeski. You can listen to Trout Talk right here in Sauga 960 AM on Sundays, 1 to 2 p.m. You'll hear that interview. Carmirison on the draw, face off to the left of LaRock. Won by the Battalion. In behind the goal, but they can't get it out the first time. Here is Wilson now. Plays that one for Laird. Laird. Trying to get that return pass at center. But it comes right to Finn Harding now. Finn Harding in his own zone. Off for Carmiris, off of his skate. Here comes Rakoff now. Rakoff. They'll play it into the right wing corner. Rakoff hits his man. Then the Battalion regain, and here's Weigel now. Weigel off of his skate out to center. Here's Finn Harding in his own zone. Can't get it out of there. Laird keeps it in, centers in front. Weigel behind the back pass, intercepted by Harding. Back come the Steelheads of Zabeski. In over the line, passes Idlicki now. Pass for Harding. Harding now. Harding below the goal line, leaves it for Zabeski. Zabeski in the right wing corner, gets taken out by Greer. Here's Laird now. Laird lays it off of the boards to Weigel, and he's just going to play it in there. And that's going to be icing against the Battalion. So we'll step aside in our second media timeout. No score here from North Bay, as this is your home for Steelheads hockey. Sauga 960.
The world is a mess. Politics, religion, culture. Everyone is shouting, but no one's listening.
Except me. I'm Jack Berkovitz, your host and friend on The Jack Berkovitz Show. Every morning from 9 to 11 a.m., we don't just talk, we make sense of it all.
From immigration to relationships, religion to politics, Jack Berkovitz tackles the issues that matter most, all with fairness, wit, and a little wisdom.
But I want to hear from you. What's keeping you up at night?
Join Jack Berkovitz live, Monday to Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. on The Jack Berkovitz Show. Jack Berkovitz Show. Only on News Talk Sauga 960 AM.
Stream us live at sauga960am.ca.
Hey, this is Jack Van Volson of the Brampton Steelheads. Catch every Steelheads game home and away on News Talk Sauga 960 AM.
5:09 left to go here in this first period of play. No score between the Brampton Steelheads and the North Bay Battalion. Face off to the right of Charlie LaRock. Shots on goal 10-8 in favor of Brampton. As is Connor Smith at the point. His shot gets deflected into the meshing and out of play. So we'll do it again. As I said, after tonight, Steelheads will move on to Sault Ste. Marie tomorrow night. And on Sunday, they'll be at home. They'll finish off the road trip against the Sudbury Wolves. Face off to the right of LaRock. On the draw is Van Volsen. And he wins it. Behind the goal, here's Smith. Centers it off of the side of the goal, and it comes back to the point. Fibiger. For Zidlicki's shot, and it's stopped by LaRock. Behind the goal, Bronson Rye. Can't get it out of there. Zidlicki keeps it in. Below the goal line it goes. Here's Kapragaitis. He'll put it out to center. Moving it over the line is Procession, trying to bull his way in. He'll put it below the goal line and takes out Fibiger. Connor Smith following up. He gets taken off of the puck. Here's a chance for Terrian in the slot, and it's stopped by Ivan Kovic. And he holds on for the face-off. Came out to Terrian right in this high slot area. Took a quick shot, and a good save by Ivan Kovic. Now some pushing and shoving in the left wing corner. Connor Smith is in there with Procession. The linesman break that one up. And nothing materializes. 4:26 left to go in this first period. Steelheads still with no power plays. Oh, maybe they're going to get one here. Yep. So, going off to the box is Ether Procession, the property of the Anaheim Ducks. And it's a roughing call as he got into it with Connor Smith. Inside of the Steelhead zone to the left of Ivan Kovic. So, Steelheads power play sitting at 13th in the OHL. North Bay Battalion penalty kill sitting at 8th. So a big opportunity here for Brampton. No, they even it out. Excuse me. Well, well, they're both going to go off for roughing. So, 4-on-4. Scramble draw. Controlled by Luke Visa. Visa. It's pass for Von Richter. Leaves it there for Misa. Visa. Now he hits the red line and over the blue. Luke Misa, he's got Martone with them. Misa plays it all the way around the near side point. Kept in by Von Richter. And behind the goal, Misa for Martone. Back to the point it goes Sova. Can't keep it in. It comes out to center. Sova off for Von Richter. And now, inside of the North Bay zone, Martone, as the whistle blows, getting into it there with Bronson Ride. Now Martone comes over the top with the right hand. And what are you going to call here? Bronson Ride looked like he was on top of Martone. Referee Wilmotz, I think he's going to take both again. If you ask me, could have been the extra penalty to Bronson Ride there. But no, he's going to even it out once more. So with 3:58 left to go in this first period of play, no score. Matching roughing penalties to Bronson Ride and Porter Martone. Still 4-on-4. Faceoff's going to come all the way back inside the Steelhead zone. I don't know why. Well, yeah, faceoff's going to be to the right of Ivan Kovic. Still 4-on-4. 4 minute 32. And if the linesman will drop the puck. Weigel in on the draw with McDonnell, and it's won by the North Bay Battalion. Squaring back to the point there. Here's LeBlanc. Jacob LeBlanc still with it on the far side. LeBlanc leaves it there for Moses. Moses taken off the puck there by Finn Harding, but he gets it back to the point to Manzo. Manzo on the right side, centered in front, intercepted by Rakoff, and can't get it out of there, but Moses can't keep it in, and it comes out to center. Here's Jacob LeBlanc now. Rink wide it goes. And he gets it returned on the right side. LeBlanc still with it, below the goal line. Stops on a dime. LeBlanc taken out there by Fibiger, but he gets it back to the point. Here's Weigel now. Weigel still with it, twisting and turning away from Finn Harding, but Finn Harding knocks it off his stick into the North Bay zone. Both teams make changes. On the fly, still no score. 2:55 left to go in this first period. Wilson in his own zone, bothered there by Zabeski. Leaves it there for Greer. Greer below his own goal line. Now out he comes. Greer leaves it there for Pazzi. Off for Greer, moves in on the right side. Pass for Pazzi, he's alone, and he backhands it wide. Boy, oh boy, odd man rush there. Little give and go. Pazzi was in alone, backhanded it wide on Ivakovic. Back come the Steelheads. It's Karamiris at the red line. And over the Blues, nifty stick handling. Karamiris looking back to the point to Sova. Sova now. Off for Sherratt. Closing it off the bench. He scores! Gabe Sherratt wrists that one home with 2:16 left to go here in this first period of play. And the Steelheads take a 1-0 lead. Good job by Spencer Sova. He waited for Sherratt. He was coming off the bench. And a nice little backhand pass to Sherratt. Closed in. Beats Larocque to the blocker's side. So you give Gabe Sherratt, and he has been absolutely red hot for these Brampton Steelheads lately. His 14th goal of the season. 1-0 in favor of Brampton. Back underway. Here's Manzo in his own zone. Off for Andrew LeBlanc. LeBlanc moves in over the line on the left side. Gets taken out there by Dragusica. Following up is Leskovar. Checked off by Procession. Procession centers, and it's intercepted. Back come the Steelheads as Zidlicki. He'll backhanded and off a couple bodies comes the Van Volsen. Backhand shot stopped by Larocque. Kept up by Leskovar towards the goal, and that goes off a couple bodies wide. To the point, Dragusica. Wrist shot. Didn't get through. And then it comes out to center. Luke Dragusica's family is here tonight. Had a chance to talk with Luke, and he's very, very, very happy. As it's Manzo in his own zone. Manzo on the wing, and Terry just plays it in there. Dragusica once more. Off of the boards at center. Zidlicki lets it go for Misa. Misa in over the line with Witkowski. Misa has it. Shoots it towards the goal. Stopped by Larocque. Rebound. Laird can't get it out of there the first time. On the far side, he'll play it in behind for Zach Wilson. Back for Laird once more. Over skates it, and out he comes with 1:06 left to go in this first period. 1-0 Brampton. Nice job by the Steelheads. The Steelheads, Witkowski. Back in over the line on the right side. Drops for Misa. Towards the goal. Tipped by the stick there of Zach Wilson right on. And a good save by Larocque. Out to center it goes. Now in his own zone, Fibiger. Fibiger can't get it out of there the first time. Connor Smith. Boy, oh boy, Fibiger couldn't get it out. Smith couldn't get it out either, and this shot went wide. Smith once more. Off of a stick out to center. LeBlanc lays it right to Witkowski. Up ahead for Misa. Misa overskates the puck. Then he gets to it here in the near side. He'll put it below the goal line. Off of his stick. Broken stick in behind. Then Witkowski trips over the broken stick. Excuse me, that's Mac Donnell. Here's Wellenrider. He'll play it into the Brampton zone. Ivan Kovic out of the goal. Off for Finn Harding now, who sets up in the trapezoid. 2 seconds left to go in the period, and that's going to do it for the first. Steelheads lead it by the score of 1-0. Goal by Gabriel Sherratt. Shots on goal 16-9 in favor of Brampton. As the Steelheads with a kind of a sluggish start to start this first period of play. And then they really stepped it up maybe halfway through this first. They were on the penalty kill twice, don't forget, and the North Bay Battalion had 2 power plays. So as we look, the faceoffs won even at 8 in that first period of play. And as I said, the only goal that was Gabe Sherratt. And a beautiful snapshot, his 14th goal of the season. Spencer Sova waited for Sherratt to come off the bench, and the drop pass for Sherratt. He moved in and rifled it by Larocque. And Lucas Carmiras, welcome back. He gets the other assist on that one. All right, we'll step aside. Our first intermission coverage coming up. When When we come back after the break, recent episode of Trout Talk. Myself and Brendan Lang had a chance to sit down with Mason Zabeski. You'll be able to listen to that when we come back after the break. 1-0 in favor of Brampton, as this is your home for Steelheads hockey. Sauga 960 AM.
And that's just the start. This piece is decked out with the black appearance plus package with that gold.
Some people want power. Others want fame. Me, I just want a good conversation. Welcome to the Greg Carrasco Show, where honest ideas, raw talk, and just a little tiny bit of chaos rule the airwaves. But behind every great show, there is always a mastermind. Ours? Lex. The producer, the strategist. I mean, sure, he doesn't want to take over the world. Or does he? Politics, religion, cars, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, or even what's on your breakfast plate this morning. So if you're ready for unfiltered perspective, unexpected twist, and maybe a conspiracy or two, and that's just Lex. No! Join me every Saturday morning at 8 a.m. on Sauga 960 AM. It's the Greg Carrasco Show. Something is always happening here on News Talk Sauga 960 AM.
Attention hockey fans, the Brampton Steelheads Flex Pack is back, and it's the perfect way to get the most for your money. With both 6-game packs and 12-game packs, Flex Pack holders can choose which regular season games to attend while getting the lowest ticket prices possible. If you're a hockey fan with a packed schedule, then Flex tickets are the best thing for you. Head to BramptonSteelheads.com or go to Ticketmaster to get your tickets today.
Imagine having over 100 TV multi-language channels at your fingertips. Imagine having over 100 multi-language radio stations at your fingertips. Now, imagine an app that lets you watch or listen to all of this amazing entertainment whenever or wherever you want. Now, imagine it's all free. Ibaba is the reality in mobile entertainment. Download Ibaba for iOS or Android. Turn imagination into reality at Ibaba.
Stream us live at sauga960am.ca.
The following is a special presentation of Sauga 960 Sports. Welcome to Brampton Steelheads Hockey on the road on Sauga 960. It's Steelheads Hockey.
Welcome back to Trout Talk on Sauga 960 AM or wherever you're listening to your favorite podcast. Brendan Lang alongside Mike Karafilidis, two broadcasters for the Brampton Steelheads. And now we have Brampton Steelheads assistant captain forward Mason Zabeski joining us on the show. Mason, thanks for coming on. How are you doing today?
Good. How are you?
Oh, doing well. You're right on
Not
time.
bad.
I like this, man. You're like right on time, 5 o'clock. I mean, that's good. That's good stuff right there. Punctuality. So, scouts, if you're looking at something right there, this guy's punctual. That's number one. Thanks for coming on, Mason. Appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for being here. I think kind of the best way to start this off is, we were just talking about it there, but you guys have been playing your best hockey as of late. So what's kind of been the difference for you guys here in this recent stretch?
Yeah, I mean, obviously we didn't have the best start, and kind of midway through the season we were in a little bit of a slump, and so we kind of internally had a lot of meetings and just kind of players only meetings and meetings with the coaches, and we really wanted to crack down on our details on and off the ice. And obviously that stuff takes time, but you can kind of see it starting to pay off now. And our details have just been so sharp defensively, offensively, and just like off ice habits. Everything's just been kind of rolling recently. So it's been a really good change for us, and we're really happy to keep it going.
You talk about attention to detail. How about defensively? You guys have been playing absolutely phenomenal. So talk about that.
Yeah, I mean, ever since everyone's been little playing hockey, like everyone always says, defense wins championships. So you can't score without playing defense. So that's one thing we're really cracking down on is our D zone and getting pucks out and kind of killing plays in the corners before they can get scoring chances. And so we've been taking full advantage of that and kind of giving it to the other teams. We've obviously had a lot of offense, but it all came from our defense first.
And, you talk about that. We were talking to James Richmond yesterday, and he was saying that pretty much mostly recently in practice has all been work on the neutral zone, defensive zone. So where do you kind of balance that, like from film and in practice? I mean, just kind of looking at it, like how much of it is on the ice work and how much of it is looking at it sort of game film and seeing what can be changed in that regard?
Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit of both, but a lot of it's just your mentality. Like that kind of, we talk about it every day. Ever since I've been here day one, it's always about desperation in the D zone. So depending how willing you are to kind of stop pucks from getting to your net, how much you want the puck to get out of your zone, I think that's also a big factor. You can practice it as much as you want, watch it as much as you want, but if you don't want it, then it all leads to nothing. So I think a lot of it's been our mentality, and the coaches have been preaching that for a while now. And so it's really cool to see it clicking now and how effective we've been in the D zone.
And I feel that this whole streak right now it started with that big 10-3 win against the Erie Otters. I feel that's when it started. You guys have just been playing at another level. But that's when I feel it started. I think that's when you guys really got the confidence.
Yeah, I think
moving forward.
Yeah, since that game, we've definitely gelled even tighter. We were always a tight group, but I think we gelled as a team on the ice a lot tighter. And a lot of it's just playing for each other and wanting to win for each other, because it's getting down to the nitty-gritty stuff of the season where there's only 14 or so games left, and we're trying to get as many points as we can for playoffs. So everything, we're getting as desperate as we can, and as we want it really bad. So I think that kind of turning point was a really good step in the right direction for us, and now we're kind of just taking off.
You talk about there, like the gelling of the team and how close you guys are. You've been playing, all up and down the lineup this year, from the first line, second line, third line, fourth line. Like, how do you go about that? Playing with different players so often and still trying to find that chemistry on the ice.
Yeah, I think the main part of it is just playing your game. Like we have 18 different players or 23 different players that can play a certain style, and so I think the key to it is just playing your way, and you'll find someone to play with, no matter what the game is or anything like that. So I think just everyone playing to their identity, and that's one thing that I kind of figured out recently, and it's been helping me in my favor.
Yeah, you've been playing on a line, of course, with Luke Misa, and you guys have been absolutely clicking out there. I mean, you've been flying. I mean, you've been flying like Speedy Gonzalez back and forth. I don't know if you know Speedy Gonzalez is, that mouse, that little Mexican mouse. Andale, right? That's been you lately, man. So you guys have been clicking. So talk about that. What's been working for you guys?
Yeah, I mean, obviously we've been playing with each other for the last 14 or so years, so we always have that chemistry, and so to be playing with him again recently has been really, really fun to kind of click with him. We clicked a lot last year as well. And we were super successful last year, and so to be back with him this year, it's really fun. But yeah, I think we complement each other really well. We're both pretty speedy guys. I play a heavier kind of style, so it complements his kind of skill and finesse. And so it's easy for us to make plays with each other and kind of create opportunities down low in the O-zone.
And like you said, I mean, you spent a long time playing with Luke Misa, and there's a ton of guys around the OHL, and yesterday playing against Cal Ritchie, Nick Lardis, another name that you played with quite a bit. How cool is that, just to kind of play against those guys that you kind of grew up playing with?
Yeah, it's honestly, it's awesome to see how far they've gone as well, all being drafted pretty high and signing contracts as well. And so it's really cool to see how far our minor hockey team went into the OHL, NHL. But yeah, it's cool because we're all best friends. So in the summer we're golfing with each other, we're hanging out, and then during the year we want to rip each other's faces off. And Christmas break we see each other for a couple of days, and then the next day we're back at each other in each other's faces, giving it to each other. So yeah, it's pretty cool.
So you guys are just back to business. You guys are like the Roadrunner and that sheepdog.
Yeah.
Ching ching, and then they fight, and then ching ching, and then they're best friends and all that kind of stuff. Oh, hello Ralph, hello whatever. And then ching ching. Oh, all right. Then he starts to try to steal the sheep anyway. That cartoon, great cartoon. Mesa, have you been working on your tip drills lately or something? I mean, you got
that was a great tip.
Beautiful tip goals, man. And I've seen it, and I've seen it in warm up and in pregame skates and on the road and stuff like that. You're always the one that's always trying to tip. It's all coming to fruition. It's all coming into play right now for you, huh?
Yeah, I mean, that's part of my game, is just being around the net and kind of scoring those gritty goals. So I always take 5 or 10 minutes after practice and just work with some of the D on tips and just being in front of the net. And so for me, it's a good skill to have and something that I can keep growing with. And I'm fortunate it's been paying off. But I love working on that stuff and just stuff that kind of sets me away from everyone else, and just doing the extra work to make me a little bit better.
And you said that it took you a little bit into the season to, really recognize that you need to play to your strengths and play your game. What is that? Like, what is that sort of revelation that you had that you needed to be doing more of to put yourself in a better spot?
Yeah, so at the start of the year, I was obviously battling the two concussions, and so that was kind of hard to deal with. But I think something always felt off in my game. I felt like I was playing okay, but I felt like I was never great or good during games. And so kind of that week or two going into Christmas, and then after the break, I just thought I kind of ramped my game up a little bit. And I just started playing heavier on the forecheck, faster, just getting to the net more. And obviously it paid off on the score sheet, but we were as a team, we're producing more, we're winning more games. And so I think the better I play, the better the team can also play.
Now you're playing, especially, okay, let's talk about last night, for example. You see all those scouts. I mean, there was a ton of scouts there last night. I mean, Danny Briere was there last night, just for example. Keith Jones was there, for example. There were tons. So does that kind of stuff, when you see that, does it pump you up big time to even step up your game a little bit more kind of thing?
To be honest, big crowd or small crowd, as far as scouts go, that was a game that we needed to win no matter what. I could anyone on our team, it could have been a 1-0 game, and our whole team would have been juiced up. That was a big game for us in the standings, and just kind of that confidence beating a top Oshawa team. A game.
Stream us live at sauga960am.ca.
Attention Steelheads fans, it's time to complete this set. On March 11th, you will have the opportunity to score a 2025 NHL Draft Prospect Porter Martone themed mini stick. The first 1,000 people who enter the building will take one home. Make sure to stick around after the game to get your stick autographed. For more information, contact the Steelheads representative at info@BramptonSteelheads.com or call 905-502-7788 to get your tickets today and be a part of the first 1,000.
The 1-carat diamond is sold out. No more. Finished. Zero. Gonzo. Announcing a new deal that I'm making up as I speak. Let's call it the Impossible Sale. A diamond anniversary ring, 14 carat, no less, with a bunch of tiny diamonds across the top. Real, natural diamonds. Should be $1,500. Available now, $199. That's impossible. That's truly impossible. A tiny 14 karat gold diamond ring in your size, $199. Impossible. Call 416-783-7604 or email me to jack@omnijewelcrafters.com.
There are all kinds of businesses out there. Anna is teaching yoga for pets. Henry is a professional line waiter for concert tickets. And Juan, he's a consultant for naming babies. But if you run a real business in the GTA, Sauga960 AM is here to make sure it gets noticed. We create targeted ad campaigns that fit your budget and connect you with customers. Email us today at info@sauga960am.ca. info@sauga960am.ca. Sauga960 AM. Real news, real talk, real results.
Hey, this is Luke Meese of the Brampton Steelheads. Catch every Steelheads game home and away only on News Talk Sauga 960 AM.
All right, welcome back inside the Bort Longyear Memorial Gardens here in North Bay, Ontario. Brampton Steelheads hockey right here in Sauga 960 AM after one period of play. It's the Steelheads up by the score of 1-0. Goal from Gabe Sherratt at 17:44 of the first period. His 14th goal of the season. Spencer Silva with a beautiful drop pass to Sherratt. He moved in and he absolutely beautiful snapshot by Charlie Larocque and Lucas Carmiris in on the assists, and that's where we stand after one. Let's go through some out-of-town scores as it's the Barrie Colts at home to the Saginaw Spirit, and with 2:18 left to go in the first period. That game is tied up at 1. The Niagara Ice Dogs trying to snap that big-time 11-game losing streak up by the score of 3-1 over the Erie Otters. That's after one period. The Peterborough Petes down to the Windsor Spitfires by the score of 3-0 in Peterborough. All right, 1-0 here. And when we come back, second period action live from North Bay. It's 1-0 in favor of Brampton, as this is your home for Steelheads hockey. Sauga960 AM.
Stream us live at sauga960am.ca.
Direct! Fellow Canadians, there is a lot of talk about tariffs. Yes, prices may go up, but not today, not here, not at Direct Nissan. No commission salespeople, no higher prices, no tariffs. For the month of February, you can get a brand new 2025 Nissan Kicks Play with only $29.95 down for $212 a month plus tax. There is something happening here at directnissan.ca.
Direct! Are you looking for a way to make a difference in your business? Check out your local Board of Trade or Chamber of Commerce. These community-based business organizations are positioned to help your business in many ways. They are the voice of business that advocate for you every day at all levels of government. They give you access to business associates, government officials, and a host of programs designed to boost your bottom line. For more information, call the Mississauga Board of Trade at 905-273-6151 or visit online at www.mbot.com.
The world is a mess. Politics, religion, culture. Everyone is shouting, but no one's listening.
Except me. I'm Jack Berkowitz, your host and friend on The Jack Berkowitz Show. Every morning from 9 to 11 a.m., we don't just talk, we make sense of it all.
From immigration to relationships, religion to politics, Jack Berkowitz tackles the issues that matter most, all with fairness, wit, and a little wisdom.
But I want to hear from you. What's keeping you up at night?
Join Jack Berkowitz live, Monday to Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. on The Jack Berkowitz Show. Jack Berkowitz Show. Only on News Talk Sauga, 960 AM.
Welcome back inside the Board Longyear Memorial Gardens here in North Bay, Ontario, ready for second period action. Steelheads up by the score of 1-0. As we are live right here in Sauga960 AM. My name is Mike Karafilidis. Pleasure to be on the call with you this evening here from North Bay. First of three on the road for the Steelheads. Steelheads are going right to left on your radio audio dial. They're in the road whites and the Army greens, the Battalion going left to right. As we're underway, and it's Connor Smith in his own zone. Smith, forecheck there by Tarian. Off for Fibberger, around the boards it goes for Martone. Rink wide. Good pass there, but it comes for Misa. Misa circling in his own zone now. Off for Fibberger. And he moves in over the line on the right side. Fibberger still with it. Has it knocked off his stick by Rye. Procession's there. Gets hit by Martone. Ride following up for Tarian. His pass off of the skate right to Connor Smith in his own zone. Off for Martone. Fans on his pass. Bronson rides there. Tally move back in there on the left side. And then the pass comes out to center. Here's Jacob LeBlanc. LeBlanc at the red line. He'll flip it right in on Ivan Kovic. Fibberger's there in the trapezoid. Off for Connor Smith. On for Angus McDonnell. Rink wide for Martone on the right side. Stops on a dime. Pass for Karamiris. Karamiris can't get to it. Parker Vaughn does. Trying to move out to center. He's rubbed off of the play. The Steelheads just played out to center. Parker Vaughn once more. Out to center. Moses trying to move in. He has it knocked off his stick. Right for Finn Harding, and he flips it out to center once more. Greer. On the left side, cleared in there by Moses. Teeing it up in the trapezoid is Ivan Kovic for Leskovar. Round the boards, kept him by Greer. His shot tipped wide by Parker Vaughn. There is Finn Harding. Harding off from Leskovar. Oh my goodness, and he almost gave that one away. Took a funny bounce off of the boards. Ivan Kovic had to be good, and he pounces on it like a cat, and he holds on. Just underway here in the second period of play. 18-18 left to go in it. 1-0 in favor of Brampton. Faceoff's going to be the left of Jack Ivan Kovic. Thursday night here from North Bay. Van Bolson in on the draw. And he wins it cleanly to Zidlicki. He'll play it over on the far side. Sherratt's there. And Parker Vaughn steals. Parker Vaughn leaves it there for Weigel. Weigel in the trapezoid. Centers in front. Off a couple skates right to Silva once more. Off of the glass. Can't get it out the first time. Played out by Gabe Sherratt to center. Moving right back in is Moses. Nice job by Sherratt coming back on the back check. Behind the back pass to Vaughn. He goes behind the back. And there's pass in front And unable to get to that one was Weigel. Here is Von Richter now. Gives it away. Von Richter to Parker Vaughn. Here comes the forecheck of the Battalion. Backhand shot stopped by Ivan Kovic. Another shot, and that one goes wide by Manzo. Boy, oh boy. Wellenreiter on the far side. Back to the point. Manzo closing in. Cross ice it goes. And unable to get a clean shot away there was Wellenreiter. It came right to Ivan Kovic, and he held on for the faceoff. Lots of pressure there from the Battalion. Steelheads couldn't get it out of their own zone. Battalion kept the pressure on, and this young, hungry Battalion team continues to give these Steelheads fits. And it's been just because they just work hard, this young team. What matters on the scoreboard? Steelheads up 1-0. There's Witkowski flipping out to center. Picking up for the Battalion is Chukarev. He'll play it in there. Connor Smith back first. Off for Rakoff. Rakoff, pass for Witkowski. Tips it for himself. Witkowski can't get to it though. McGregor Richmond follows up. He gets taken off of the play. Loose puck out at center. Here come the Battalion. Moving back in there. And then Rakoff intercepts that pass from Chukarev. Plays it up for Smith at center. Richmond. It's hit there from behind. No call. Following up is Rakoff. He moves in over the line. He's going hard to the goal. Carson Rakoff in. Shot saved by the Rock. And he holds on for the faceoff. Carson Rakoff moved in all alone there. Almost all alone. Shield off the defender. Got a backhand shot away on the Rock. And the Rock was equal to the task, and he held on. 16:33 left to go in this first period. Still 1-0 in favor of Brampton. It's off to the left of the Rock. Misa line out there. Martone and McDonnell once more. One back to the point. Martone's there. Martone, toe drag, gave it away. Back the other way. Wellenreiter and over the line. Wellenreiter looking. Has LeBlanc pinching in on the right circle. Towards the goal, tipped in front of the goal, and Pazzi off of a body wide of the goal. Now comes out to center and McDonnell. On the back pass for Martone, off for Misa. Misa, pass in front, intercepted by Rye. Rye leaves it there for Pazzi, and out he comes in transition. Pass for Wellenreiter and over the line. Drop for Amidowski. Amidowski has it taken away, and it's knocked out to center by Misa. Here's Jacob LeBlanc now. Off for Amidowski. He'll play it into the Steelhead zone. And the trapezoid. Ivan Kovic tees it up here for Finn Harding. Finn Harding. Out he comes. Pass for Jakob Fibiger, property of the Seattle Kraken. Off for McDonnell, and then he leaves it there at the point for Fibiger. His pass off of a stick. It goes high into onto the far side. And the Battalion control. Rink-wide pass. Jacob LeBlanc moves back in. LeBlanc here in the near side. LeBlanc back to the point it goes. Now on the far side, Terrian closing, shoot, save, and a good one by Ivan Kovic. Right at the top of the blue paint, and he holds on for the faceoff. Job by Jacob LeBlanc. Found Terrian on the far side and right inside of the left circle. Took a quick shot and a good save by Ivan Kovic. 12th shot of the game for North Bay. Face off to the right of Ivan Kovic. One by North Bay. Shot towards the goal. Stopped by Ivan Kovic, and he makes two saves. And then he gets knocked over, and he's down. First one off of Terrian. And then he made a second stop. And then he gets bowled over there. And let's see if a penalty comes out of this one. He was right in front of Ivan Kovic, and that was Andrew LeBlanc. And if there's no penalty here, you got to be kidding me. Still no power plays for no penalty. Wow. Okay. Wow. So Ivan Kovic gets knocked into the goal there by LeBlanc. And no call. Right. Face off to the right of Ivan Kovic. One by Brampton. Leskovar. Round here in the near side. Up the middle it goes. And over the line comes Carmiris. Carmiris, nifty stick handling. Comes back to the point. Sauga towards the goal. And it's blocked, but he did not keep it in. At the blue line, it's offside on Brampton. Still don't understand why that wasn't a penalty. On the other side, Ivan Kovic clearly got run into, and the net came off of the moorings by LeBlanc. Referee says no call. All right. So face off a neutral ice. And Wilson in on the draw. And he loses it. Back in their own zone as Vaughn moves in now. Vaughn plays it towards the goal. Von Richter picks it up. Leaves it there. It almost gives that one away. Dragusica with a good job to put that one ahead for Rakoff. Then for Zidlicki, who moves in towards the slot area. Spinorama pass for Rakoff. Rakoff towards the far side point. Kept in by Von Richter. Below the goal line it goes, Zidlicki. Zidlicki with it. Centers in front, and Rakoff is stopped by Larocque. Comes to Zidlicki on the rebound. Zidlicki puts it below the goal line. Rakoff's there. Behind the back pass, and that one's intercepted. Back come the Battalion in transition. As it's going to be played in there by Zach Weigel. Parker Vaughn carries on and plays it in behind the goal. Dragusica back the other way. A little bit too far there for Zidlicki. It goes all the way down the ice, and that's going to be an icing call against the Brampton Steelheads. And we'll step aside for our first media timeout of the second period. 1-0 in favor of Brampton, as this is your home for Brampton Steelheads hockey. Sauga 960 AM.
The clock is winding down and the stakes are higher than ever, and Raptors 905 are making their push for the playoffs. This is Chris McKee bringing you every crucial play expert analysis and exclusive access as Raptors 905 fight for a championship run.
Doesn't go at all. My gosh!
Every steal, every clutch three, every game-changing moment. Catch it all right here on Sauga 960 AM.
That was an off-the-rebound crash.
Tune in live or visit Sauga960am.ca for the full season broadcast schedule as the road to the playoff heats up. Only on Sauga960am.ca.
Stream us live at Sauga960am.ca.
This is Luke Dragusica of the Brampton Steelheads. Catch every Steelheads game home and away only on News Talk Sauga 960 AM.
Welcome back inside the Board Long Year Memorial Gardens here in North Bay, Ontario. Steelheads hockey right here at Sauga 960 AM. 1-0 in favor of Brampton. 13:59 left to go in this second period of play, and we're back underway. Side of the Brampton zone on the draw. Twisting and turning away as well in rider from Von Richter. Von Richter steals, and he's going to play it to the line, and it gets out to Rakoff, and back he comes. In over the line on the right side. Carson Rakoff shoots. Stopped by Larocque, and he holds on for the faceoff. Rakoff using that speed down that right side. Took a quick shot and a hard one. And Larocque was equal to the task. He came out to challenge, made the stop, and he held on. 13:41 left to go in this second period. 1-0 in favor of Brampton. Face off to the left of Charlie Larocque. McGregor Richmond on the draw. Loses it. Manzo. Nice job by the Steelheads to rub him off of the puck. Comes back to the point. Smith fakes the shot. Cross it goes. Fibberger looking to center. He has it below the goal line now. Fibberger still with it here in the near side. Fibberger curling back to the point. Leaves it there, but the Battalion back the other way. Ryder Carey waits for his mates to come on side, puts it off of a skate out the center, but no, he carried it in offside. So we're going to have a face-off at neutral ice. Boy, it's nice to talk to Mason Zabeski, and his game has really been Steelheads. And I asked him in that recent episode of Trout Talk, working on the tip drill. My goodness, I mean, he's had so many goals in front of the goal on the tip. Let's see if we can get one here tonight. But he's really been stepping up lately for the Trout. As Terry moves back, it's a 2-on-1. Shoots! And a glove save by Ivan Kovic, and he holds on. Boy, oh boy, right off of the draw, it was a 2-on-1. As Terry in a procession. And Terry decided to take the shot at Ivan Kovic. Was equal to the task. Glove save by Jack. And he holds on. Faceoff's going to be to the left of Ivan Kovic. Leading scorers for the Brampton Battalion. Excuse me, the Brampton Battalion. Used to be the Brampton Battalion, the North Bay Battalion. There's Ethan Procession with 30 goals and 25 assists for 55 points. Shamar Moses in second with 44 points for these Battalion. Here are the Steelheads coming out at center. Rakoff, rink wide. In over the line comes Carmiris. His shot off of his stick wide. Kept in by Leskovar. Leskovar below the goal line. Off for Carmiris. Centers in front. Zabeski's tip, and he was stopped by LaRock. Back the other way. In over the line comes Therrien down the right side. Therrien, slot area. Centers! Comes to LeBlanc. His shot. Stopped by Ivan Kovic. Back come the Steelheads in transition. Carmiris in over the blue. He's got Harding there. Harding. Can he get to that pass? But Carmiris does. Back to Harding once more. Harding. Still with it. Now below the goal line. Looking to center. Off for Carmiris. Carmiris. In behind for Zabeski. Zabeski. Lays it in behind for Rakoff. Rakoff can't get to it. Picked up here by Wilson. And he'll play it out, and out come the Battalion. Pass hops over the stick of Therrien right to Leskovar. And he'll just play it out to center. Right back into the Steelhead zone. No, it was blocked, but then they move in there. Weigel. Still with it. Gets it back to the point. Ride just keeps it in coming off of the bench. They played into the right wing corner. Weigel gets hit hard there by Leskovar. And out comes McDonnell. He'll just play it out to center once more. Vaughn plays it right to Leskovar. Out to center. Left there for Misa. Misa in over the line. His pass intercepted. Back come the Battalion. It's Moses moving in. Moses pass across. And unable to get a stick on that one was Parker Vaughn. Keeping it in is Weigel on the far side. Side the Steelhead zone. Dre Gusica takes him out. Here comes the rugby scrum. Moses in there. Misa in there. The puck comes loose to Porter Martone. Martone out at center. Little flip pass. Off of a body right back to him, and he moves in. Martone pass to McDonnell. Cross ice it goes Misa. Closing in a shot. Stopped by LaRock. Rebound comes to Martone. But Misa's there. A shot stopped by LaRock once more. Big saves there by LaRock. Loose puck in the slot area. And out come the Battalion. Out to center. Nice job by Sauga to knock it right back to LeBlanc, though. LeBlanc moves back in over the line. And a good job by Dre Gusica to stand him up. Still inside of the Brampton zone. Here's Weigel. Trying to cycle. He'll play it over here in the near side point. Here comes LeBlanc to keep it in. Leaves it there for Amidovsky. Amidovsky. His pass. Right to Zidlicki. Drops it off for Misa. Steelheads looking to change. He'll play it in. The Steelheads make changes. Zidlicki's in there, though. Bronson Ride. Gets to that one first. Fibberger keeps it in here in the near point. Jakob Fibberger. Still with it. Plays it below the goal line for Zidlicki. Zidlicki back to the point. Closing in. Von Richter's shot. He put that one wide. Kept in by Fibberger once more. Backhand towards the goal. Tipped right on by Van Volsen. And a save by LaRock. Van Volsen gets to that rebound. Plays it in behind for Zidlicki. Zidlicki was trying for the Michigan, but he had it knocked off his stick. And Rides there. He gets taken out in below the goal line. Here comes another huge scrum. Loose puck. Sherratt takes his man out on the far side. Oh, the puck doesn't want to come loose there. Sherratt and Pazzi. Now it finally comes loose. And it's LeBlanc with 9:18 left to go here in this second period of play. Stretch pass. Tipped in over the line. Shot. That one goes wide from Amidovsky. Little tip play. Amidovsky has it now. Below the goal line. There's that one for Wellenrider. Plays it in behind. Picked off by Von Richter. And then he gets knocked down. Centered in front. And that was shot goes wide. Kept in by Manzo. Manzo gives that one right to Von Richter. Richter can't get it out of there. Manzo keeps it in once more. On the far side. Fibberger takes his man out. McGregor Richmond comes in. Von Richter comes up with the puck in behind. For Richmond. Richmond and a penalty coming up. And it's going to be the first Power play of the game for the Brampton Steelheads as Richmond was hooked from behind trying to get that puck out of there. So with 8:35 left to go in this second period of play, it's a hooking call coming to Ryder Carey. Ryder Carey, one of these rookies for the Brampton for the North Bay Battalion. A lot of upside to his game. Along with him, with Shamar Moses, Parker Vaughn. This team is set for the future. And the North Bay fans don't like it, as you can hear in the background. On the power play are the Steelheads. First one of the game. Cleared into the Steelhead zone. Spencer Sauga back. Steelheads 13th in the league on the power play. North Bay sitting at 8th on the penalty kill. As it's Wellenrider playing it all the way back in his own zone. And cleared all the way down the ice by Manzo. Here's Spencer Sauga with it. 1:30 left to go in the penalty. Off it goes for Finn Harding. At the red line and over the blue, he'll play it in for himself. He'll get it below the goal line. Finn Harding with it. Back to the point. Good job to get it to Spencer Sauga. Walks the line. Wrist shot. And that one off of his stick. It gets blocked. Back the other way. Here's Weigel, and he's just going to play it in there. Teeing it up as Ivan Kovic. In the trapezoid. Off for Spencer Sauga. For Finn Harding, and out he comes at neutral ice. Harding at the red line. He waits, and he'll play it in there. In behind the rock. Takes a couple bounces right to Terrian, and he clears it down the ice. Nothing going on for the Steelheads power play so far, which has 50 seconds left to go in it. Sauga. On it goes a neutral ice for Von Richter. He'll play it in, going after it himself. He'll get it below the goal line. Around for McDonnell. Pass for Misa, too hard for him. In over the line comes the Battalion short-handed. Shot goes wide. Down that left side, Bronson Rye. McDonnell, that pass a little bit too hard for Misa. Off of the stick and ride, came back the other way. Von Richter now, off for Fibiger. Fibiger backhands it in. Blocked by Greer. Up ahead for Amidowski, he's in alone. Amidowski shoots, he scores! Turnover at the blue line by Jakob Fibiger. Ends up in a goal. And it's a short-handed goal for Amidowski, and he ties this game at 1. So you give Liam Amidowski his 15th goal of the season. And off of a turnover at the blue line, Fibiger, and Amidowski went right in. Took the pass, went right in alone, and beats Ivan Kovic. So we're tied up at 1. Out of neutral ice. Here's Leskovar. He'll play it in, no icing. Penalty is over to Ryder Carey. Here's Greer in his own zone. Up the middle it goes. Here come the Battalion once more. It's a 3-on-2 Carey. His pass off of a stick into the far side, Bronson Rye. He can't handle it. It comes to Connor Smith now in the trapezoid. Little tip play here for Leskovar. Up ahead for Zidlicki. Up the middle off of the skate of Terrian. Comes right to Zidlicki once more. He moves back in. Pass on the right side for Sherrod. Towards the goal, tipped by Zidlicki and a save by Larocque. Back come the Battalion in transition. Lead pass by Vaughn to nobody. Down the ice it goes with 6 minutes even left to go in this second period of play. Shots are even now, 20 apiece. And a 1-1 tie. Face off to the left of Charlie the Rock. Last time he played against the Steelheads, he let in 7. Not tonight, but it's early. So it's got to get the pedal to the metal here. It's kept in by Finn Harding. Off it goes for Rakoff. Rakoff gets hooked from behind, no call. Back the other way. Here comes Terry, and it's a 3-on-2. Offside at the blue line. And we'll take a media timeout. 1-1 tie here from North Bay. As this is your home for Steelheads hockey. Sauga960 AM.
You asked, you got it. Moissanite, 1.5 carat total weight. 14 karat gold. Your choice, yellow or white. You asked for an impossible deal. Here it is. But it's even more impossible. I'm going to give you back $100 when you pay $299 for this impossible deal. Pay $299, get back $100. It's impossible only by calling or emailing me to jack@omnijewelcrafters.com.
Hey, this is Lucas Camaris with the Brampton Steelheads, and you're listening to Steelheads Hockey on News Talk Sauga 960 AM.
As we welcome you back inside the Bort Longyear Memorial Gardens here in North Bay, Ontario, Brampton Steelheads Hockey right here in Sauga 960 AM. 1-1 tie between the Steelheads and the North Bay Battalion. Shots on goal 21-20 in favor of Brampton. My name is Mike Karafilidis. Pleasure to be on the call with you this evening here from North Bay. Face off for neutral ice. Won by the Battalion, played in there by Greer. Ivan Kovic gets to it first. They'll leave it there for Harding. On here for Rakoff. Back for Harding once more. Harding. Up a neutral ice, Zabeski. Zabeski plays it into the left wing corner. Rakoff's there first. Rakoff behind for Karmiris. Centers in front. Here's a shot there from Zabeski, and it gets blocked by the Battalion. Out they come. Parker Vaughn. His pass right to Zabeski. Zabeski makes a move. He moves in down that left side. Zabeski squirts by, check. In behind the goal, Wilson. Can't get it out of there. Kept it by Karmiris. In behind for Zabeski, who centers in front. All the way back to the point. Sauga. Swing it over Harding. Blind fires. And that's blocked. Harding gets to that puck, though. Moves in. Harding still with it. Backhand towards the goal. Didn't get through it. He has it once more. Here's Finn Harding here in the near side. Back to the point. Sauga, wrist shot. Blocked again. Another shot by Karmiris, and that's stopped by LaRock. Kept it by Rakoff. His shot sticked away by LaRock once more. On the near side. Can't get out of there. Sauga keeps it in. Below the goal line it goes. Centered in front. Bouncing puck. And it's played out to center by the Battalion. Harding off of the skate of Misa. Misa, though, gets to it. He'll play it here. Nice job by McDonnell to get to it. Trying to center. It's blocked. Misa swings it back to the point, but unable to keep it in there was Luke Dragusica. For Von Richter. For Martone. His pass intercepted by Weigel. What do we got here? Looks like we got a penalty coming up, and it's a slashing call against North Bay. Porter Martone was slashed. Looks like it's going to be Parker Vaughn. With 4:07 left to go in this second period of play. Steelheads will go to their second power play. Parker Vaughn for slashing Porter Martone. Steelheads 0 for 1. Big chance here to take the lead. So the Steelheads will throw over the boards. McDonnell, Misa, and Martone. Fibiger and Finn Harding on the points. Neeson on the draw. Wins it cleanly. Back to Fibiger. Fibiger plays that one for Martone. Back to the point to Fibiger. Fibiger swing that one over for Harding. Down low it goes McDonnell. To the point. Harding walks the line. Martone in front. Shot by McDonnell, and it's stopped by LaRock. Then he holds on for the faceoff. Nice job there by Martone. Found McDonnell right at the bottom of the left circle. Took a quick shot and a good save there by LaRock. Face off to the right of LaRock. Meeson on the draw. Loses it. Greer can't handle it. McDonnell's there. McDonnell for Martone. Squirts over his stick. Rye leaves it there. Cleared around the boards. Kept in by Fibiger. Off for Martone now. Porter Martone. Looking. Still looking. Fibiger shoots. Blocked. Martone. Misa. Back to the point. Finn Harding walks the line. Off for Fibiger. One-timer, and that's blocked. Comes right to Harding. To the point to Fibiger. Martone. Back to the point to Harding. Harding. Still with it. For Misa. Misa closes in. Fires. And that's stopped by LaRock. And it's cleared down the ice. 57 seconds left to go in the power play for the Steelheads. Both teams making changes out here. And here comes the second power play unit for the Brampton Steelheads. Silva. Off it goes for Harding. Play that one a little bit too far for Zidlicki, and that's going to be icing against Brampton. 2:49 left to go in this second period of play. Faceoff's going to come all the way back in the Brampton zone. Let you know what's coming up in our second intermission. OHL News with Terry Doyle, some out-of-town scores, and a recap of the second period, as well as the first period. Only been one goal in this second period. That came off of the stick of Liam Amidovsky. Yes, his brother is Nathan Amidovsky on Kitchener. Face off won by the Battalion, but it comes all the way up to center. And it's cleared in there by Manzo. Ivan Kovic hops over his stick. Right to Von Richter, though. Von Richter off for Sauva. Pass for Van Bolsen. Leaves it there for Sauva. Rink wide it goes, tipped in there by Von Richter. First one back is Manzo. Manzo gets taken out on the boards. He's trying to pin it up on the boards. Nice job by the Steelheads to keep it in. Zidlicki does a good job to get away. He's cutting in. Zidlicki shoots, and that one's blocked. And this is a common theme from the last time these two teams met, as it's cleared down the ice by North Bay. How many shots were blocked? As it's Sherrod trying to move back in there. Penalty over. Both teams back to even strength. North Bay moves back in there. Tarian trying to get by Von Richter. He sweeps it off of his stick in behind for Sauva. Sauva around on the far side for Karmiris. Up ahead for Rakoff, closing in. Rakoff shoots! Off, and it's stopped by LaRock. Back the other way as it's cleared in there. No icing. Okay, here comes Connor Smith. Fans on his pass. But then Smith is just going to clear it into the North Bay zone. What a chance there for Rakoff. Moved in alone. And LaRock was equal to the task. Made the blocker stop. Kept in there by Andrew LeBlanc. LeBlanc, his shot off of the stick of Karmiris. Right to Von Richter now. Off it goes for Zabeski. Zabeski will clear it in there and go in after it himself. He'll get it below the goal line. Played around, but right to a North Bay Battalion. Now they come. Less than a minute to go here in this second period. Cleared in there. Lescovar back first. Off for McDonnell for Connor Smith now. Lescovar. Out at center. McDonnell will clear it into the right wing corner. Right to Misa. Misa with it. Closing in Martone. Shoots. Glove save by LaRock. And he holds on for the face-off. Misa got to that shoot-in. Saw the streaking Martone. He was moving right in there, folks, but good shot and a good save by LaRock. Face off to the right of LaRock. Kind of hot dogged it a little bit too, and he made the stop. He kind of showed the Martone, look what I got. There's Martone now. Leaves it below the goal line for McDonnell. McDonnell to Misa. Back to the point. Fibberger closing in. Shot. Glove save again by LaRock, and he holds on for the face-off. Now some pushing and shoving in front of LaRock. As McDonnell is in there. Porter Martone in there. Jacob LeBlanc in there. Nothing materializes. 32.1 seconds left to go in the second period of play. Shots on goal now 28-20 in favor of Brampton. Ace off to the right of LaRock. Won by the Battalion. LeBlanc can't get it out of there though. Martone gets to it. He centers, but it's intercepted. Back comes Moses. In over the line on the right side. Shoots it right on. Stopped by Ivan Kovic. Had some problems with it, but ended up gathering himself, and he holds on for the face-off. As Moses came in down that right side, took a quick shot. Ivan Kovic made the stop. 20 seconds left to go in this second period. Face off to the left of Ivan Kovic. And Volson comes in to take it. Against Weigel. Right. Van Volson gets kicked out. And Volson's like, for what? Won by the Battalion. Shot right on off of the draw by Moses. And it's a pad save from Ivan Kovic. Cleared out to center with 8 seconds left to go in the period. Now in the Steelheads zone. Harding. Nice pass for Zidlicki. Hops over his stick, though. Then he high sticks LeBlanc, and he's going to take a penalty right at the end of the period. Not a good penalty to take from Adam Zidlicki. There's one, I think he tried to lift the stick there of LeBlanc, and he got it high. So that's going to do it for the second period of play. 1-1 tie here from North Bay. Let's go through your scoring summary of that second period. It was only one goal. Liram Hamadovsky ties the game at 1, his 15th goal of the season. Kent Greer in on the assist, and that was a short-handed goal at 13-13. That tied the game at 1. Shots on goal, 28-22 now in favor of the Steelheads. But the Steelheads will go to the penalty kill right to start this third period of play. As Adam Zidlicki took a high sticking penalty, and it was only 2 minutes. Luckily. I believe I saw the referee Wilmot say 2. Yes, it was. All right, so when we come back, OHL News with Terry Doyle. Second intermission coverage. Coming up after the break. 1-1 tie here from North Bay. As this is your home for Steelheads hockey. Sauga 960 AM.
Attention Steelheads fans, it's time to complete this set. On March 11th, you will have the opportunity to score a 2025 NHL Draft Prospect Porter Martone themed mini stick. The first 1,000 people who enter the building will take one home. Make sure to stick around after the game to get your stick autographed. For more information, contact the Steelheads representative at info@BramptonSteelheads.com or call 905-502-7788 to get your tickets today and be a part of the first 1,000.
For years, I had a mission, a purpose, a reason to being in front of the mic every weekday morning from 7 to 9 a.m. on the Mark Petroni Show. And that was to be outraged by everything Justin Trudeau did. But now he's leaving. While I can't take all the credit, I have to ask myself, what now? Do I take up knitting? Do I start a baking show? Maybe I just stare out the window and reflect on all the good times, the scandals, the hypocrisy, the endless face palms. Ah, the memories. But enough nostalgia. There's still work to be done. The Mark Petroni Show isn't going anywhere, and neither is my fight for freedom, common sense, and yes, a little political mischief. Start your mornings with me on the Mark Petroni Show, weekdays from 7 to 9 a.m. Trudeau may be going, but trust me, there's plenty more to talk about. Only on News Talk, Sauga 960 AM.
You're a negotiator. At work, at home, in relationships, everywhere. But can you negotiate a real estate deal? I'm Saul Kahane. I'm a realtor. I sell homes 20% faster and buy for up to 10% less because I can profitably negotiate. For you, what's the number one reason most negotiations fail? People don't listen. Look, no two deals are the same. Circumstances always change. Time, money, and family all factor in, but who listens to you, who understands you, and who, for the biggest deal of your life, will successfully negotiate your absolute best deal? That's why you better call Saul. Let me put my digital marketing strategy and massive buyer database to work for you. Call Saul now. That's call SOLnow.com.
I'm Jack Berkovitz, and I fully endorse Saul Kahane. Better call Saul. Go to callsolnow.com.
They say the storm is coming, but let's be honest, it's already here. The economy, it's collapsing. Our freedoms, they're under attack. Common sense, on life support. But don't worry, I'm here to remind you that you're not alone. I'm Richard Serrett, and every weekday from 4 to 6 p.m. we talk about what really matters. Smart money, politics, culture, freedom, the things they don't want you to think about. I break down the headlines, expose the hypocrisy, and bring you conversations the mainstream won't touch. Because, let's face it, conservative values aren't radical, they're common sense. The world is upside down, but we're setting it straight. Join the Richard Serrett Show every weekday from 4 to 6 p.m. because the fight for truth, freedom, and your future starts now. Only on News Talk Sauga 960 AM.
Terry Doyle. Thanks for joining us on this week's edition of OHL News, presented by CHL TV. Races are certainly interesting around the OHL in both the Eastern and Western Conference. You can check out the action every night on OHL Live on CHL TV. Coming up on this week's show, we'll talk to an OHL player eligible for the 2025 National Hockey League entry draft, and he has an OHL championship ring from last season. That's coming up in a moment, but first, this week's Cogeco OHL Player of the Week is Nick Lardis of the Brantford Bulldogs. He picked up 7 goals and 2 assists for 9 points in just 3 games last week, all road wins by the Brantford Bulldogs as they knocked off the North Bay Battalion, the Sioux Greyhounds, and the Sudbury Wolves. Lardis scoring 4 goals in that Sunday win against the Wolves. The 19-year-old who hails from Oakville came into this weekend's play with 48 goals in 47 games this season. He was chosen in the 3rd round by the Chicago Blackhawks in the 2023 National Hockey League entry draft. Coming into this weekend's play, already 132 goals in his Ontario Hockey League career. Congratulations to Nick Lardis, the Cogeco OHL Player of the Week. Meanwhile, the OHL has announced the top performers for the month of January. The Player of the Month, Thomas Uronen of the Kingston Frontenacs. He picked up 23 points and was a +6 in 9 games for the Frontenacs during January, and captured a silver medal for Finland at the World Junior Hockey Championship. The goaltender of the month, Alexei Medvedev of the London Knights. The Rookie of the Month, Chase Reed of the Sioux Greyhounds. And the OHL Defenseman of the month of January, Zane Parekh of the Saginaw Spirit. Speaking of defensemen, Henry Brustevich dominates the blue line for the London Knights. He's eligible for the 2025 NHL entry draft and was part of London's club that captured the OHL championship last season. Here is my conversation with Henry Brustevich of the London Knights. Henry Brustevich of the London Knights joining us here, and here you are deeper into your season here, a couple years into your OHL career. How have things gone with the London Knights?
It's really good. It's the boys are off to a good start in the season, and just got to keep it going, and the experience in London's top-notch. You guys have been, had quite a year, but obviously, is it still kind of some unfinished business from last year? Obviously, you win the OHL championship, but we know with 20 seconds to go in that final game, things didn't go your way. You guys kind of, if you're even any question your motivation, you just kind of look back at that moment? Yeah, I think the mindset coming into this year, all year, it's been we want to win that final game, and unfinished business is right. That's all you got to say. You guys have a deep team, and do you guys find you can really push each other in practice and competing for ice time in some cases, knowing, hey, if I'm not doing my job, there's somebody else that's going to be able to do it for me? Yeah, it's healthy competition, right? All the boys push each other in practice. Everyone's high-paced, competing and going after it. Sometimes it's good, so yeah, it's good. What's it like? Always people joke that sometimes when you guys come to town, it's almost like the New York Yankees coming to town in the way that teams going to gear up for you guys. But what's it like on your side of it? Do you feel sometimes where it's like the other teams and the fans kind of gear up for you guys? Yeah, definitely the fans, and I mean sometimes the teams too. I mean, it's good. Everyone's giving us their best. We got to be on our A game every day, so it's good. Dale Hunter's been around a lot of hockey over the years in the OHL and, of course, in the National Hockey League. What's Dale like as a head coach? Yeah, he knows a lot about the game, obviously, and when he kind of talks and tells us stuff, you got to take pieces out of it like as much as you can and soak it in. So, yeah, he's really fun to play for. One thing people maybe don't realize is Dale is a guy who jumped on video very early. I know does a lot of video with the guys, and I'm sure him and the assistants. What sort of, I'm sure like a lot of coaches, but I'm sure Dale and the team gets into a lot of video work with you guys. Yeah, a lot of video every day. We do video, and he watches hockey nonstop, so he knows what he's talking about. Back in January, you got an opportunity to play at the OHL Top Prospects event in Brantford. What was that experience like? It was really fun meeting all the new guys, and we all gel really quickly, and it was really fun. Did you know many of the other guys from around the league? I mean, you obviously know them from playing against them, and I know a couple of them like personally, but now I know all of them, so it's good. Of course, your brother played with the Kitchener Rangers. Coming out of Michigan, both you and your brother, did you kind of decide at the time, under the old rules, of course, back then, whether to go OHL, whether to stick to the college system? What sort of led to the Brustevich family deciding that the OHL was the route to go? Yeah, he kind of needed that in his draft year, place to play and play a lot. So he went here, and then he had a really good year, and that definitely
influenced me a lot coming to the OHL. It was kind of a big decision with the rule back then. So I think I picked the right choice so far.
It's worked out well so far for both of you from that standpoint. Of course, you're in London. He was in Kitchener. Talk about rivals.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun every time going there. They come here, family would be there, and just you kind of got to treat it like it's like your own game, but seeing your brother on the other side on the ice, it's pretty cool.
Did you guys have any interesting little battles out there?
Yeah, there was a couple. There was a couple where I beat him out for an icing and hit him over. It could have been a penalty, but no, it was fun. Yeah, he was a good player in this league, so just kind of trying to follow him.
Now here you are in your draft year. How do you take things in over the course of this season?
Yeah, trying to soak in every second of it. You only have it once, so or if I need anything, I can talk to all the guys that have been through it before. There's a lot of guys in the locker room that have done the same thing, so just trying to soak it in and have fun with it.
Yeah, I was going to say, in London, obviously, you've got a lot of guys that have been through the draft, even the last couple of years. What sort of things, if you are just having that little chat or ask them something about what has come up that maybe they were able to answer for you?
Yeah, I mean, I don't really want to talk about it that much with other guys or whatever. Just kind of keep it to myself. Don't look at what people are saying about me online or whatever. But maybe sometimes they'll give me a little tips or
is it just more what to expect? In fact, scouts are going to ask you some questions as the year goes on. Those things.
And they're kind of interested in when, if I get an interview or something, they're always talking and supporting me, so it's really fun.
As you want to progress in your game down the road, take me through 2-3 years from now, what sort of things do you want to gain in your game over the next few years?
Yeah, I think just building on everything, obviously. I think my game's all around really good right now, so I think, but everything can get better, right? So I think defensively, just closing plays quicker and getting more physical on the ice.
Now, a few years ago, you played at Shattuck St. Mary's, and a few familiar names to hockey fans out there. Macklin Celebrini was part of your team going high in the draft. They still guys at some group chats go back and forth at times?
Yeah, for sure. Me and Mac were close friends back in Shattuck days. So, yeah, but there's a lot of really, really good players. I think we probably had around 5 or 6 get drafted last year and a couple more this year coming. So, yeah, we're all close still, and we had a good team. We won it all that year, so it was fun.
That was London Knights defenseman Henry Brustevich.
Stream us live at sauga960am.ca.
The Punjabi Community Health Services PCHS Langar on Wheels is a program aimed at providing food to frail, homebound seniors who are unable to prepare meals for themselves. Each day, we deliver fresh, hot, and nutritious meals that are familiar and comforting to a wide range of ethnicities according to the dietary needs of each person. Since 2016, PCHS has delivered nearly 200,000 meals to an average of 80 seniors per month. Too many seniors are stuck at home and out of sight. They are vulnerable to illness, weakness, and medical complications arising from hunger and poor nutrition. Now, more than ever, we need your help to expand our Langar on Wheels food delivery program. For more information and to donate, please go to our website, pchs.foundation. You can also send us an email at ceo@pchs.foundation. Our aim is a simple one, to ensure that no senior will go without food, ever.
Attention hockey fans, the Brampton Steelheads Flex Pack is back, and it's the perfect way to get the most for your money. With both 6-game packs and 12-game packs, Flex Pack holders can choose which regular season games to attend while getting the lowest ticket prices possible. If you're a hockey fan with a packed schedule, then Flex tickets are the best thing for you. Head to BramptonSteelheads.com or go to Ticketmaster to get your tickets today.
Not every show has to be about political values or conspiracy theories. Some of us just like to talk about what's actually happening. The news, the conversations, and the culture shaping our world. Hi, I'm Norm Murray, and my show, The Norm, brings it all to you every weekday from 1 to 2 p.m. From breaking headlines to in-depth interviews, from politics to pop culture, we cover what's normal, or maybe the new normal, like sipping a soup with a straw. Okay, no. Politics, economics, pop culture, interviews, you never know what's next. But one thing's for sure, the norm is anything but normal. So if you want real conversations about real events, join me, Norm Murray, on The Norm, every weekday from 1 to 2 p.m. on News Talk, Sauga 960 AM.
The following is a special presentation of Sauga960 Sports. Welcome to Brampton Steelheads Hockey on the road on Sauga960. It's Steelheads Hockey.
All right, welcome back inside the newly named Bort Longyear Memorial Gardens. I'm so used to saying the North Bay Memorial Gardens. This is Brampton Steelheads Hockey right here on Sauga960 AM in the second intermission. And it's the Steelheads and the North Bay Battalion tied up at 1. Steelheads getting on the board first. Gabe Sherratt, beautiful snapshot, beating Charlie LaRock to the blocker's side to make it 1-0, his 14th goal of the season. Spencer Sauga and Lucas Carmiras in the assist at 17:44. That made it 1-0. Then, only goal of the second went to Lyra Mamedovsky, his 15th goal of the season. Kent Greer, it was a shorthanded goal off a turnover at the blue line at 13-13. And that ties the game at 1. Out-of-town scores. The Saginaw Spirit up on the Barrie Colts by the score of 3-2. That's after 2 periods of play in Barrie, and the Erie Otters have come back to tie the Niagara Ice Sox. 3-3 tie there in Niagara at the Meridian Center. That's after 2. And the Windsor Spitfires all over the Peterborough Petes by the score of 6-1 with 38 seconds left to go in the second period of play. All right, so third period action coming up. Buckle up, folks. This is going to be a good one. 1-1 tie here from North Bay, as this is your home for Steelheads Hockey. Sauga960 AM.
Imagine having over 100 TV multi-language channels at your fingertips. Imagine having over 100 multi-language radio stations at your fingertips. Now, imagine an app that lets you watch or listen to all of this amazing entertainment whenever or wherever you want. Now, imagine it's all free. Ibaba is the reality in mobile entertainment. Download Ibaba for iOS or Android. Turn imagination into reality at Ibaba.
Attention hockey fans, the Brampton Steelheads Flex Pack is back, and it's the perfect way to get the most for your money. With both 6-game packs and 12-game packs, Flex Pack holders can choose which regular season games to attend while getting the lowest ticket prices possible. If you're a hockey fan with a packed schedule, then Flex tickets are the best thing for you. Head to BramptonSteelheads.com or go to Ticketmaster to get your tickets today.
Hey, this is Jack Van Volson of the Brampton Steelheads. Catch every Steelheads game home and away on News Talk Sauga960 AM.
Welcome back to the Bort Longyear Memorial Gardens. Getting ready for second period action between the Brampton Steelheads and the North Bay Battalion. This is Steelheads Hockey right here at Sauga960 AM. My name is Mike Karafilidis. 1-1 tie. And the Battalion will start off on the power play, as it was Adam Zidlicki getting a high sticking penalty right at the end of the second period of play as he high sticked Jacob LeBlanc. So, underway. And it's cleared all the way into the North Bay zone. Jacob LeBlanc back there. Off for Moses. Off for Andrew LeBlanc. Back for Jacob. Yes, they are twins. He sets up at the trapezoid and behind Charlie LaRock. 1:39 left to go in the penalty to Zidlicki. Chopped in there by Shamar Moses. First one back is Zabeski. Zabeski below the goal line. Lays it up for Connor Smith. Smith now knocks down his man. Now pinning it up on the boards with his stick, but it's worked free. Back to the point. Here's Terrian. His pass off of the skate there, Finn Harding. Below the goal line it goes. Takes a funny bounce. Finn Harding gets to that puck and backhands it down into the North Bay zone. Killing some more time. Lead pass by LaRock. Hits Andrew LeBlanc. Rink wide pass in over the line. Terrian makes a move. And another penalty coming up to the Steelheads. And it's a slashing call. So it's going to be a 2-man advantage for 58 seconds. This one's going to Jack Van Volson. Making a move was Terrian. And I think if there's good penalties and there's bad penalties to take, that one might have been a good one from Jack Van Volson. But Steelheads getting themselves into penalty trouble here. And now Ryan Olahan calls a timeout here. He's going to draw something up. It's going to be a 2-man advantage for North Bay for 58 seconds. Well, James Richmond always talks about the discipline. Right now it's coming to bite the Steelheads a little bit here. Well, 2 in a row on Brampton. Could have been some calls that went the other way. In that second period, I never knew it was okay to run over Jack Ivan Kovic, and they let that go. But anyways, I'm just saying, folks, I'm glad I don't wear the stripes. But all I ask for is consistency. That's it. And everyone else. All right, 2-man advantage. Coming out of the timeout called by Ryan Olahan. Face off to the right of Ivan Kovic. Won by the Steelheads, Connor Smith. And he's going to pin it up on the boards, trying to waste some time here. Fishing that puck loose is Terry. Getting back to the point to Moses. Off it goes for LeBlanc. Back to Moses once more. Moses for LeBlanc. Fakes the shot. Side of the goal it goes. Back to the point, Moses. One-timer, and he whipped that one wide. Kept in by Terry. Back to the point to Moses, closing in. Moses, wrist shot. Blocking away there, and a good job by Ivan Kovic, and it goes into the meshing it out of play. Moses closing in. Took that quick snapshot. Ivan Kovic. Equal to the task. Makes the stop with the blocker. Into the meshing it went. Face off to the right of Ivan Kovic. Won by the Battalion, but Moses can't keep it in, and it goes all the way down the ice. 23 seconds left to go in the first penalty to Adam Zidlicki. Here comes Jacob LeBlanc. Hits the red line. Pass to Andrew LeBlanc. In over the blue. Jacob LeBlanc. Pass across, and that one's tipped wide of the goal there by Procession, who was closing in hard. Jacob LeBlanc keeps it in. Side of the goal it goes. Pass across, and a saved by Ivan Kovic. Kept in by Moses. First penalty over, and another shot stopped by Ivan Kovic. Now it's cleared out to center. Boy, oh boy, Ivan Kovic bailing the Steelheads out there. Here's Moses now. It's the red line. And over the blue, second penalty, 45 seconds left to go in it. Smith clears it around here in the near side in his own zone. Andrew LeBlanc trying to keep it in. He can't, and it's knocked out to center by Zidlicki. Back in over the line comes LeBlanc. Pass across. Big save again by Ivan Kovic off of Therrien. Back in over the line comes Martone. Martone, his pass intercepted. Back the other way. Here comes no penalty. Martone might have got away with a hook there. There's it up ahead for Misa now. Misa down that left side. Misa gets rubbed out of the play, get taken down. No call. Of course not. Here come the Battalion. They're in their own zone. Out they come. Here comes Wellenrider. In over the blue. Wrist shot, and that one goes high. Von Richter clears it around the boards. Martone. This pass right to a Battalion again. But then Martone regains, and he's going to clear it right back in there. LaRock plays it for Ride. Off of the sticker of Rutkowski. Now in the trapezoid, out come the Battalion. Lead pass. Off of the stick there, Parker Vaughn. No, he didn't get a stick on it. It's going to be icing against North Bay. So the Steelheads kill off a 2-man advantage. 58 seconds long, folks. And did a good job. But if it wasn't for Jack Ivan Kovic, this game would be in favor of North Bay, making a couple good stops. Shamar Moses, one of them. Procession on the one-timer on the back door, and Ivan Kovic was good. Now it's inside of the Brampton zone. All the way down the ice it goes, icing against North Bay. So 16:20 left to go in the second period. The Steelheads will be in action again tomorrow night as the second of this northern road trip. They'll visit Sault Ste. Marie. Take on the Greyhounds. That'll be a 7 p.m. start right here in Sauga 960 a.m. I'll have the call live for the GFL Memorial Gardens. Back underway. Sherratt below the goal line. Sherratt lays it around here in the near side. Kept in by Fibiger towards the goal. Got through. Stopped by LaRock with a big screen in front. Ron Van Volsen. Now in the left wing corner. Here comes the scrum. And now the puck squirts loose for Pazzi. Nice job by Fibiger to come hard to keep it in. Below the goal line. Centered in front by Rakoff, and a shot goes wide by Sherratt. Rakoff gets to that puck now. Turns. Off of a skate right to Pazzi. Pazzi, back he comes. And he's just going to play it into the Steelhead zone, and is that going to be icing? Yes, it is. Fans thought maybe Luke Dragusica took his time, but it's icing against North Bay. Face off to the right of Charlie the Rock. Played around the boards. Kept in by Misa. Misa towards the goal, and that one goes wide. Ends up over here on the near side. Bronson Ride. Forecheck by Martin. Centers in front, and McDonnell whipped that one wide. Big chance there for Angus McDonnell. Ride now. Puts that one out to center. Spencer Silva's there. Play right to McDonnell for Martone. No offside. Luckily for the Steelheads. Now it's played in the Steelhead zone. Here is Spencer Silva now. Trying to get away from the check. Gets hacked. No call again. Now it's in behind the Steelheads goal. Centered in front. Big save by Ivan Kovic. Off of the stick there of Nolan Laird. Oh. Now it's a neutral ice. Here comes Misa. Pass to the left side for McDonnell. McDonnell stops on a dime. McDonnell towards the goal. Here's a chance, and the bouncing puck, but LeBlanc retrieves and gets to that one, and he'll get it returned into his own zone. Jacob LeBlanc, 14:30 left to go in this third period. Off for Laird. Laird, check from behind. Nice job by Zabeski to take him off of the puck. Puck inside the Steelhead zone now. Here's Connor Smith in the trapezoid. He sets up in behind Jack Ivan Kovic. He was there for Carmiers. Pass ahead, cleared in there by Zabeski. LaRock is there. Clears around the boards. Kept in by Von Richter towards the goal. Bouncing puck in the slot area. Let the Battalion pick it up. It's going to be Weigel. Laying it up into the Steelhead zone. Parker Von Richter's there. For Carmiris now. On the left side. Sidlicki. Leaves it there for Connor Smith. He'll one-hand that one. And he gets it to Carmiris with a good job. Carmiris looking to get it back to the point he does. Connor Smith. Off for Finn Harding. For Zidlicki. Cutting in, shoots. That went off the goalpost. Big chance there for Zidlicki. Now it's played around here in the near side. Finn Harding. Looking to center, has it below the goal line. Centers in front of shot. Big save by LaRock with the left pad off of the Connor Smith shot. A post and a big save. Harding moves right back in there. Harding makes a move below the goal line. Centers in front. Unable to get a stick on that one was McGregor Richmond. Battalion. Out they come. Here comes Andrew LeBlanc. Plays that one on the right side. Terrian. Rink wide pass. Takes a couple bounces. Procession trying to get to it. He's just going to play that one out to center. Here's Wilson now, neutral ice. Backing up in his own zone. Lays it up ahead off of a stick right to Procession. Procession and neutral ice. That looked offside. He moves in over the line and then takes a dive. Nice try. Then it's centered in front. Comes all the way back to the point. Kept in by North Bay. Witkowski's there. Played out to center, but Richmond moves in over the line. Richmond takes a hit there from Wilson. Kept in, no, by Fibiger. Back the other way, in over the line comes Procession. Procession. This pass off of a stick, and it comes right into to Zach Wilson, who shoots it wide. Now below the goal line, and what do we got here? Penalty coming up here. Cross-checking call. I believe this one is going to Brampton again. Oh, unbelievable. 2 minutes for cross-checking, and it's Spencer Silva who's going to get it. So we'll head to our immediate timeout. Back to the power play once more. Go the North Bay Battalion when we come back, as this is your home for Steelheads hockey. Sauga 960 AM.
Fellow Canadians, there is a lot of talk about tariffs. Yes, prices may go up, But not today, not here, not at Direct Nissan. No commission salespeople, no higher prices, no tariffs. For the month of February, you can get a brand new 2025 Nissan Kicks Play with only $29.95 down for $212 a month plus tax. There is something happening here at directnissan.ca.
Direct! Stream us live at Sauga960am.ca.
Hey, this is Spencer Silva of the Brampton Steelheads, and you're listening to Steelheads Hockey on News Talk Sauga 960 AM.
12:17 left to go here in this second period of play as we welcome you back inside North Bay and the Battalion. Back to the power play once more. As it's a block towards the goal and a shot stopped by Ivan Kovic. And he holds on. It's a cross-checking penalty to Spencer Silva. So, Steelheads just killed off a huge two-man advantage. And this one, I'm not sure about this call. This is the fifth power play of the game for the North Bay Battalion. Only two for Brampton. Comes around to the boards. Chance to clear for Misa, and he does. All the way down the ice. Excuse me, that was McDonnell. Back in over the line come the Battalion. Tip to the line. Nice job to pick that one off. Is Parker Von Richter, and down the ice it goes. Spencer Silva for cross-checking. 1:30 left to go in the penalty. 11:45 left to go in this third. As Procession moves back in there. Procession gets it back to the point to LeBlanc. Leaves it there for Moses. Below the goal line it goes. Centered in front. Oh, off of a skate right to Ivan Kovic. And he holds on for the face-off. Off of the skate there of Von Richter. Ivan Kovic makes the stop and he holds on, and Parker Von Richter gives a little slap on the pads for Jack Ivan Kovic, saying thanks a lot. Good job by Steelheads goaltender. Face off to the left of Ivan Kovic. 1:16 left to go in the penalty to Spencer Silva. Won by Brampton. Leskovar puts that one on the boards for Zidlicki. Zidlicki can't get out of there the first time. Then he gets... My goodness. I mean, you could grab it. And Medowski holds on to his jersey. No call, but he's able to get it down the ice. Back come the Battalion. In over the line they come. Wellenrider with speed. Shoots! Blockered away! And a good save by Ivan Kovic. Played to the line, and out comes Zidlicki. Zidlicki. He's gathering speed. He's in there. Backhand shot. Saved by LaRock. And he holds on for the faceoff. And Volson played it to the line. Zidlicki helped him get it out. And then he went in alone on LaRock. Semi-alone, shielding off his defender. Got a good backhand chance away, and LaRock was equal to the task. 43 seconds left to go in the penalty to Spencer Silva. 11 left to go in this third period. This game is tied at 1. Glad you're along with us here at Sauga 960 AM. My name is Mike Karafilidis. Pleasure to be on the call with you here from North Bay. Face-off won by the Battalion. LeBlanc. I'll tell you something. Next penalty better go to North Bay. And as back in over the line comes Procession. Procession now. Back to the point. LeBlanc. There's that one on the near side. Moses now. Back to LeBlanc once more. Over to brother Andrew. He'll play it around here in the near far side point. Kept in by Moses. Back to the point to Jacob LeBlanc. Below the goal line it goes. Centered in front. And then Procession's pass goes off of a skate. And it's going to be kept in there. 8 seconds left to go in the power play. Terrian gets away. Trying to get a shot away. It gets blocked. Comes back to the point. Jacob LeBlanc. Over for Moses. Penalty is over. Silva's got to get back on the ice. Finally does. Played in behind the Steelhead zone. Goal. And Procession's there. Finn Harding stands him up. Centered in front. Back come the Steelheads. Spencer Silva. He's going to clear it in, and the Steelheads will make changes on the fly. Under 10 to go in this third period. This game is tied at 1. Andrew LeBlanc leaves it there for Weigel. Nice job by Fibiger to cut him off of the puck. Up ahead for Martone. Leaves it there for Rakoff. At the red and over the blue. Carson Rakoff gaining speed. He shoots. Didn't get all of it. Stopped by LaRock. Below the goal line it goes. Now it's Rakoff with the open net. Snake bit. Stopped by LaRock. Oh. LaRock got a little bit lucky there. Here comes Weigel now. Back in over the line. Cross-ice pass. Shot. Blocked away by Ivan Kovic. Off of the stick of Therrien. Open net for Carson Rakoff, and I think he might have taken a little bit too long there and allowed LaRock to get over and slide to his left and make the stop. What a chance. McDonnell gaining speed. He moves in over the line. Drops it off. Here's a chance. Shot. That one goes wide. Kept in by Fibiger. Below the goal line it goes. Carson Rakoff is there. Trying to center. He gets it off of his skate, and he's going to get it once more. Rakoff. And then he takes a shot at Weigel, who's all over him. Here's Richmond in front, kicking a shot away. Comes to Rakoff. Gets hacked 3 or 4 times. Here comes Richmond. He can't keep it in. Or he's trying to keep it in. Rakoff does keep it in. Goes below the goal line. I mean, Carson Rakoff got hacked about 3 times. 3 times, no call. I don't know. All right. Out of neutral ice. Here's Parker Von Richter now. Playing it back in his own zone. Spencer Silva with it. And that's Dragusica, excuse me. For Zidlicki. Rink wide it goes. Von Richter now. Hits the red line. He'll play it in there. Around the far side, Zidlicki lets it go. Battalion pick it up. And out they come. And over the line, Amidovsky. Amidovsky stops on a dime. Centered in front. Right to Parker Von Richter. And Von Richter's going to play that one out to center. Battalion move right back in there with Amidovsky. Amidovsky. Rink wide it goes. Off of a stick right back to the point. Here's a chance. Played across and tipped wide by Pazzi, who was all alone in front. Shot came from the point. Von Richter there. Plays around here in the near side in his own zone. Gabe Sherrock gets hit hard. Then he turns around and goes back the other way. Now for Dragusica. He gives it away. Back to the point. Here's a chance. Shot through and tipped wide. Oh my goodness, off of a turnover from Dragusica. Tipped wide of the goal there by Amidovsky. Good chance there for the Battalion to take the lead. Now it's at center. Witkowski. He's going to tip it in there. Around here in the near side. Kapergaitis plays it all the way down the ice. Icing against North Bay. What a chance there. Dragusica, though, on the turnover. Shot came from the point and it was tipped wide of the goal there by Amidovsky. Oh. But shots on goal now, 33-32 in favor of Brampton. Face off to the right of LaRock. And behind the goal it goes. And it's cleared up the center by the Battalion. Here's Spencer Silva backing up. Silva. Now in the trapezoid. Off for Finn Harding. Played in behind the goal for Spencer Silva once more. For Zabeski. Still in their own zone. The breakout passes as it's played now just out the center. Back in over the line comes Weigel. Oh, shot on goal stopped by Ivan Kovic. Huge rebound comes to Parker Vaughn, who gets squeezed on the far side. And it's cleared off of a stick out the center. 6:23 left to go in this third period. Still tied up at 1. Finn Harding. Oh my goodness, he almost gave that one away. Plays that one on the far side. Rakoff back for Harding in his own zone. To middle, Jack Van Volsen. Van Volsen. High flipper out to center. Zabeski gets to that one. Moves in over the line. Zabeski cuts to the slot area. Shoots that one towards the goal, sticked away by LaRock. Back come the Battalion. Moses. Rink wide pass. Nice job by Silva to cut that one off. Play that one out to center. Moses moves back in over the line. Shot towards the goal. Stopped by Ivan Kovic, and he holds on for the faceoff. With 5:47 left to go in the second period of play. This game is tied up at 1. As we're in our last media timeout of the third period of play. As this is your home for Steelheads hockey. Sauga 960 AM.
The 1-carat diamond is sold out. No more. Finished. 0. Gonzo. Announcing a new deal that I'm making up as I speak. Let's call it the Impossible Sale. A diamond anniversary ring, 14 carat, no less, with a bunch of tiny diamonds across the top. Real, natural diamonds. Should be $1,500. Available now, $199. That's impossible. That's truly impossible. A tiny 14-karat gold diamond ring in your size, $199. Impossible. Call 416-783-7604 or email me to jack@omnijewelcrafters.com.
Hey, this is Kieran Murkowski of the Brampton Steelheads. Catch every Steelheads game home and away only on News Talk Sauga 960 AM.
5:47 left to go here in this third period as we welcome you back inside. The Board Long Year Memorial Gardens here in North Bay. Back underway. My name is Mike Karafilidis. Glad you're along with us here on Sauga 960 AM, your home of the Steelheads, home and away. Here's Connor Smith. Up the middle it goes. Nice pass for Misa. Played off of the boards for himself. Nice job there by the defenseman Greer to play it out to center. Back in over the line comes LeBlanc. Flipped it towards the goal. Gets to Procession now. Procession. Twisting and turning. Plays that one on the far side. Greer's there. Center's in front. Terrian can't get a stick on it. Nice job by the Steelheads to regain, and out they come. It's going to be Zidlicki. Off for Carmiris. Into the North Bay zone it goes, but that's offside. So the Steelheads have to tag up. Terrian now. Terrian plays that one out to center. Intercepted by Martone. Runs into Carmiris. But then leaves it there for Rakoff, who moves in. Nice pass for Harding. Closing in. Harding looking to center. And getting a piece of that one is LaRock. And it's cleared out to center. Here's Martone to neutralize. He'll play it into the North Bay zone. Takes a bounce right to the side of LaRock. Oh, quick whistle. Come on. LaRock didn't even have the puck. Totally didn't have the puck, and they blew the whistle. Oh. So quick whistle. In favor of the Battalion. Face off to the left of LaRock now. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. McDonnell on the draw with Pazzi. Face off won by the Battalion. Here's Bronson Ride now. Slowly out of his own zone. Leaves it back for LeBlanc. LeBlanc moves in down that right side. LeBlanc shoots. And a nice save by Ivakovic. Can of corn for him, and he holds on for the face-off. Well, the other scorers going around the OHL. Looks like maybe that losing streak for the Niagara Ice Sox is going to hit 12. Still a lot of time left. 10:21 left to go in the third period. And it's the Erie Otters up by the score of 4-3. Still it's up by 2 points over the Niagara Ice Sox going into play tonight for that fifth place. Face off to the left of Ivan Kovic. So, LeBlanc and Van Volsen on the draw. LeBlanc just chops Van Volsen's stick. Now he hits Van Volsen. Finally gets kicked out of there. My goodness. Fans don't like it. Sorry, that's Laird. Nolan Laird that gets kicked out. Here comes Ryder Carey to take it. Against Van Volsen. Won by the Steelheads. Finn Harding down here on the near side. And it's Gabe Schropp muscling that one out to center. Now it's at neutral ice. Sherratt there. Rink wide it goes. Unable to control that one was Van Volsen, and it's cleared out to center. Back in his own zone. Here's Von Richter. Off at center. Cleared in there by Sherratt. Here comes Zabeski to keep it in. Back to the point it goes. Leskovar towards the goal. Didn't get through. Kept in by the Steelheads. Below the goal line. Sherratt. Off for Van Volsen. Van Volsen one-hands that one back to the point to Leskovar. Fakes, fires, blocked. Gets it back once more. And he'll play it in behind. Zabeski's there. Lets it go for Van Volsen. Van Volsen plays it over on the far side. First one there is Ryder Carey. Then given away. Here's a chance at the side of the goal. And unable to get a shot away there was Zabeski. He gets hacked. And he's holding his arm. No call. This is getting beyond ridiculous. Sova lays it a neutral ice. Von Richter can't handle it. Now back in their own zone. Here come the Battalion. Out at center. Cleared in there. Ivan Kovic out in the trapezoid for Sova. Off of the boards. Witkowski Plays that one out to center. 2:55 left to go in this third period. This game is tied at 1. Luke Misa intercepts that pass, plays it back for Sauga. High flipper. Gets it to Licky, and then he goes off of his skate right to Braden Gillespie and the Steelheads bench. So stoppage of play with 2:45 left to go in this third period of play. This game is tied up at 1. Steelheads and the North Bay Battalion. Shots on goal 35-34 in favor of North Bay. Face off one by North Bay. And they're back in their own zone. Here's Ride. Here on the near side, Procession can't handle the pass. Marteau, no. Gets taken out by Jacob LeBlanc. Here's Ride in his own zone once more. Off for LeBlanc. It's neutral ice. Off of the boards for Terrien. Terrien can't get through. Now it's flipped out to center and into the North Bay zone. LeBlanc now. Off for Bronson Ride. 2:13 left to go in this third period. Martone steals. Rink wide it goes McDonnell. McDonnell moves in. Pass for Carmiras. Across for Martone. He can't get a stick on it. Picked off here by Jacob LeBlanc in his own zone. Out of neutral ice. He gets it returned. Then he's going to shoot it in there. Both teams make changes on the fly. 1:50 left to go in this third period. Game tied at 1. Here's Connor Smith in the trapezoid. Leaves it there for Luke Misa with speed. Here he comes. Hits the red line. He's going to backhand it and get it back again off of a skate. And he puts it in behind the goal. Greer's there. Comes the forecheck of the Steelheads. Takes a lucky bounce right to Wellenrider. He moves it down that left side. Wellenrider lays it over here in the near side in the Steelhead zone. As turning back to the point there was Ambadowski. Lays that one for long. Back to the point. Ride towards the goal. And that one didn't get through. Ambadowski on the wraparound. Stopped by Ivan Kovic and he holds on. Oh boy. Shot came from the point from Ride. Oh, my goodness. Took a bounce right to Ambadowski. Ivan Kovic didn't know where it was. Then he found it right at the last second. And Ambadowski tried to wrap around. Ivan Kovic got there with the right pad. Made the stop and he held on. 1:07 left to go in this third period. And it's dropped. Won by the Battalion. Back to the point. Ride keeps it in. And behind the goal it goes. Parker Von Richter's there. For Zidlicki. Zidlicki. Flip pass. Intercepted by Wellenrider. Off the boards right to Connor Smith with 50 seconds left to go in this third period. Van Volson. He's going to tip it into the North Bay zone. LaRock out of the goal. Lays around the far side. Kept in by Zidlicki. Zabeski can't get to it. Out comes Pazzi. Pazzi. His pass to Procession. He just tips it inside of the Steelhead zone. Parker Von Richter. And for Zabeski in motion. He moves in now over the line on the right side. Zabeski now stops on a dime. Zabeski in the right wing corner. 20 seconds left to go in this third period. He'll play it around the far side. McDonnell's there. He can't get to it. Weigel does. And, he just gets it out over the line. Then it's cleared in by Zabeski. And this game is going to overtime with 3 seconds left to go in this third period. Good game here from North Bay between these two Central Division rivals. Both teams are going to get a point. Who's going to get the second? We'll find out when we come back. As this is your home for Steelheads hockey. Sauga 960 AM.
Some people want power. Others want fame. Me, I just want a good conversation. Welcome to the Greg Carrasco Show, where honest ideas, raw talk, and just a little tiny bit of chaos rule the airwaves. But behind every great show, there is always a mastermind. Ours? Lex. The producer. The strategist. I mean, sure, he doesn't want to take over the world. Or does he? politics, religion, cars, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, or even what's on your breakfast plate this morning. So if you're ready for unfiltered perspective, unexpected twists, and maybe a conspiracy or two, and that's just Lex. No! Join me every Saturday morning at 8 a.m. on Sauga 960 a.m. It's the Greg Carrasco Show. Something is always happening here on Newstalk Sauga 960 a.m.
Stream us live at sauga960am.ca.
Hey, this is Luke Misa of the Brampton Steelheads. Catch every Steelheads game home and away only on News Talk Sauga 960 AM.
Welcome back inside the Bort Long Year North Bay Memorial Gardens here in North Bay. We're going to overtime. This game is tied up at 1. Goal by Gabe Sherratt from the Steelheads. And the only goal for North Bay came from Emidoski. So it's Misa, Martone, and Harding to start this overtime against Weigel, Ronson Ride, and Procession. Overtime underway, and it's Weigel trying to move right in there. Harding takes him out, then falls down below the goal line. Here's Procession with it. Procession with it in the trapezoid, controlling. Procession. It's it back to the point to Ride, and he's going to back up to center. Now we're going to play this game. And he's backing up all the way. Up for Weigel now. Weigel to neutral ice. And he's going back in his own zone. It's all about control. Weigel moves in over the line. Pass to Procession. Closing in a shot. And that one off of the skate there. Finn Harding into the meshing and out of play. Well, overtime records for these teams. North Bay in 15th in the OHL. With 3 wins and 4 losses, the Steelheads at 2-9, sitting in last. Let's see if the Steelheads can break this curse, as they say, the overtime curse here tonight. Face off to the left of Jack Ivankovic. Won by the Steelheads. Fibiger twisting and turning away. Right on him is Wellenrider. And he leaves it there, and here comes Carson Rakoff. Gets away from the forecheck. Here he comes. Rakoff with speed. Moves in over the line. He's hacked 3 times from behind. No call. And now it's Wellenrider with it. Unbelievable. Here he comes. In over the line. Wellenrider. Skates back to the point. Off for Jacob LeBlanc. LeBlanc controls. LeBlanc with Rakoff right on him. Now he goes on the far side. And he's going to come all the way back in his own zone. And he's taking a hack from Rakoff. So I guess they're calling it both ways here. LeBlanc. Pass to Ambidowski, who moves in. Ambidowski here in the right side. Stops on the dime. Fibiger right on him. Leaves it there for LeBlanc. LeBlanc. Checked there by Rakoff. He gets away from Rakoff. In behind the goal it goes. Wellenrider. Still with it. And he's going to come out to center. 3:20 left to go in overtime. Leaves it there. Pazzi now. In over the line. Going right at Fibiger. Gets taken out by Fibiger. Rakoff is there. Gives that one away to Pazzi. Pazzi inside of the Steelhead zone. Pazzi still with it. Curls back to the point now. And he comes out to center again. Just under 3 minutes left to go in this third. Terrian, lucky to get by Fibiger. Moves in over the line, going hard to the net. Gets it back to the point. Here is Kapagaritis. Kapagaritis with it. Back to Terrian. Keeping them outside of the Steelheads. Terrian now trying to go to the goal shot. Stopped by Ivankovic. Back come the Steelheads. Rakoff. He's been out there for the whole overtime. Now he's going off. Pass behind the goal. Here's Jakob Fibiger with it. 2:23 left to go in this overtime. This game is tied at 1. Giving it there for Carmiris. Offers Zidlicki, and out he comes. Rink wide. Oh no. Almost a too many men. As they move back in over the line. And here is Parker Vaughn playing it back out the center. Almost too many men. It was clear to the Steelhead bench. Fibiger was going off, and they might have got away with one. Kapagaritis plays it across. And Zidlicki takes his man out on the boards on the far side. Parker Vaughn. Then he gets it off for Moses. Closing in a shot. Ivankovic got a piece of it. Karafilidis once more. Gets it back to the point. Parker Vaughn. Off for Moses. 1:35 left to go in the overtime, and he's going to go back out to center. Slowly moves in over the line. On the left side it goes to Bronson Ride. Ride now. Still with it. 1:20 left to go in the overtime. He's inside the Steelhead zone. Well, he's going to play it off for himself, and here he comes out to center. Oh. 1:15 left to go. He moves in. Nice job by the Steelheads to take him off the puck. Here's a chance. Sauga 2-on-1 with Karafilidis. He moves in. Sauga shoots wide. Big chance there for Spencer Sauga. Back the other way. Here comes LeBlanc. Fans want a penalty. Not happening. Now off for Procession. Procession now. Oh, he's closing in. Gets it back to the point for LeBlanc. 44 seconds left to go in overtime. LeBlanc closing in. Now at the left circle. Trying the wrap around. No, he's coming out to the slot area. He shoots wide. Rebound. Saved by Ivakovic. LeBlanc looked like he had the open side. Ivakovic slid, and now here's a chance. Karafilidis is in alone. Fanned on his shot. Then it comes across, and Porter Marteau shoots and scores. And the Steelheads win it with 23.1 seconds left to go in overtime. And the captain, Porter Marteau, seals it for the Trouts. Good job there by Karafilidis. He was in alone on the right side. Then he fanned on it. And then he gets it back. And Porter Martone streaking down that left side. Cross ice for Martone. And he puts it home. So with 23.1 seconds left, the captain gives the Steelheads a big win. And you give Porter Martone now his 30th goal of the season and his 88th point. Lucas Karafilidis, second assist of the game as well. Welcome back, Lucas. Big points for the Steelheads. I'll move them to 65 points. And fifth place in the Eastern Conference. North Bay Battalion still will sit with 50 points. And we're going to come back to wrap this one up. Big win for Brampton by the score of 2-1. Overtime winner by Porter Martone with 23.1 seconds left to go. As this is your home for Steelheads hockey. Sauga 960 AM.
The Punjabi Community Health Services PCHS Longer on Wheels is a program aimed at providing food to frail, homebound seniors who are unable to prepare meals for themselves. Each day we deliver fresh, hot, and nutritious meals that are familiar and comforting to a wide range of ethnicities according to the dietary needs of each person. Since 2016, PCHS has delivered nearly 200,000 meals to an average of 80 seniors per month. Too many seniors are stuck at home and out of sight. They are vulnerable to illness, weakness, and medical complications arising from hunger and poor nutrition. Now, more than ever, we need your help to expand our Longer on Wheels food delivery program. For more information and to donate, please go to our website, pchs.foundation. You can also send us an email at ceo@pchs.foundation. Our aim is a simple one, to ensure that no senior will go without food, ever.
Hey, this is Carson Rakoff of the Brampton Steelheads, and you're listening to Steelheads Hockey on News Talk Sauga 960 AM.
All right, welcome back inside the newly named, since January, the North Bay Bort Long Year Memorial Gardens. As it's a final, Steelheads win it in overtime by the score of 2-1. Big win for Brampton to start this 3-game northern swing. As we'll go through our scoring summary of this game. It was Porter Martone winning it in overtime for Brampton at 4:36 of overtime. As it was Gabe Sherratt getting the scoring started for the Steelheads, his 14th goal of the season. Spencer Sauga and Lucas Karafilidis in on the assist at 17:44. That made it 1-0, and then Liam Medovsky scoring his 15th goal of the season. Assist went to Kent Greer. That tied the game at 1. And Porter Martone, his 30th goal of the year. I'm not sure why they're not giving an assist to Lucas Caramiris because he passed it across from Martone, and Martone made no mistake, put it by goaltender Charlie Larocque, who had a nice game tonight. But I'll tell you, Jack Ivankovic, folks, was absolutely phenomenal here tonight for the Brampton Steelheads. And I'll tell you, he stopped 38 of 39 shots for the victory. Shots on goal in the first period, the Brampton Steelheads had the shots on goal lead 16-9. And the second was North Bay with a 13-12 leading on the shot clock in that second period. Then in the third, North Bay with a 14-6 lead on the shot clock. And then in overtime, only one shot it took. And it was Brampton winning it in overtime, and that's all they had. North Bay had 3. But Jack Ivankovic was very, very good. And look at the power plays. The Steelheads 0 for 2 tonight. 26 face-offs won. North Bay Battalion 0 for 4. 29 face-offs won. As now the Steelheads will pick up a huge win here tonight. And they'll pick up their 28th goal of the season. 28th win of the season. North Bay will pick up their 24th loss of the season. As the Brampton now 27-20 and 9 overtime losses, 63 points. Now it's going to be 65, 1 overtime win. So you got to like that. And the North Bay Battalion, they will drop to 23 and 30 and 4 on the season with 50 points. And they'll stay in 8th place in the Eastern Conference. Big win for Brampton here tonight. Let's go through some out-of-town scores and we'll call it a night here from North Bay. As it was the Barrie Colts, now they're leading the Saginaw Spear by the score of 4-3 with 5:02 left to go in the third period there. And the Erie Otters looks like they're going to extend the losing streak of the Niagara Ice Dogs to 12 games. With 3:13 left in the third, they're up 6-4. Down at the Meridian Center in St. Catharines, one other game going on. It's the Windsor Spitfires up by the score of 6-1. With 7:10 left to go in the third period there. Over the Peterborough Petes. Big 2 points, 3 stars of the game. Jack Ivankovic, of course, gets number 1 star, 38 of 39. Saving 38 of 39. And he gets the first star. Charlie Larocque, who had a strong game, good goaltending battle, picks up the second star, stopping 33 of 35. And Porter Martone, 3rd star of the game, picking up the overtime goal and winning it for Brampton. Next broadcast will be tomorrow night from the Sault Ste. Marie. And that will be a 7 p.m. start right here in Sauga960 AM. I'll have the call live from the GFL Memorial Gardens. So for everybody back at the Sauga960 AM studio, I thank you so much for listening here tonight. For Moneyman, for Jody, Jacob Goldback back at the studio as well. Again, I thank you so much for listening, and we'll talk to you tomorrow night from Sault Ste. Marie. This has been a presentation of Sauga960 AM. And have a great night, everybody, and please, please, please do not drink and drive.
Stream us live at sauga960am.ca.
Direct! Fellow Canadians, there is a lot of talk about tariffs. Yes, prices may go up, but not today, not here, not at Direct Nissan. No commission sales, people. No higher prices, no tariffs. For the month of February, you can get a brand new 2025